I'd like to start this episode off with
Whoa, we're
Harper.
halfway there.
Shut the fuck up. Let
Whoa,
him start.
oh, living on
Living
a
on a
I had a
prayer.
feeling that would
prayer.
happen.
Take my hand and we'll
You
make
expecting it
it
to be "Living
I
on a Prayer" by
swear.
Bon Jovi?
Yeah,
A
like that
hero
exact song.
story. We're here. That's the song.
I'd like
We
to
should okay,
apologize.
Hunter, you go. I'll let you talk on my podcast.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's more so to apologize. I did look up some little stats for Hero Story listeners. It turns out 60% are single parents with newborns. And I understand that when you have a newborn baby and they're crying and you can't get them to stop screaming.
I hope
like
I woke
that.
it up. I hope it cries bad now.
No. I'm saying like they're always crying, and then you look at the time and it's like, oh my God, it's Friday and it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a new episode of A Hero Story, my child's favorite thing that gets them to calm down. And
Unless it's on
baby,
YouTube, then it's always
yeah,
delayed.
babies.
Yeah, what
then
the
it's
fuck?
not. Then it doesn't come out.
That's what I'm getting to. Babies, they don't listen to
Oh.
podcasts, so you got to put it on YouTube, and it's not there
That's
at 1 p.m.
Hmm.
Eastern Time.
And why
And I
is there
don't
no
know-
Subway Surfer gameplay underneath with a Family Guy episode on the side? Like,
Yeah.
I'm distracted the entire time.
Hunter. Why has it been late? I don't
Yeah,
get
why?
I don't know.
What
I don't
happened?
get it either.
What do you
I go
mean
to
you don't
upload. So back in the early days, I would upload it and be like, yeah, this will be up on YouTube in like 6 hours because it's a long podcast. But now it says it's going to be on YouTube in 23 hours. I'm like, oh,
What?
okay. I don't know why that is though. I tried like
Because you always message me and you go, "It's uploading now. You can attach the thumbnail," and I go to it and it says 0% processed and it has no ETA, and I'm like, "All right, it's another one of these."
I don't know why that is. It's happening more often than usual. So hey, sorry we're late, but it's on Spotify and iTunes and all that early.
Well, I think we're sorry. I don't think Hunter is. I think Hunter's lying.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm the only one who saw.
Oh.
Well, it is all on him.
Well, it is annoying when it's like Friday at 1 p.m. and I take my child and I'm like, all right, let's watch a new. You want to watch a new episode of A Hero Story, son? And he's
Yeah,
like,
and
wah, wah. And I'm like,
Can't even
Please
talk
take me
yet.
back to my real family, is what he
I'm like,
says.
I'm like,
And
wait a
you're
minute.
like,
Why is there a 1 minute video of Harper and Hunter reviewing Shazam? No.
Yeah,
This isn't what I
you get
wanted.
that instead. You get content like
fair,
that, and we're just sorry.
Good
Like,
video.
all babies want to watch is 3 North Americans talk to the Prime Minister of Australia about Zebul's Spider-Man, and sometimes that's just
Yeah.
delayed.
Oh,
So-
that's crazy. Think about.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, but welcome to A Hero Story. Sorry, we're probably late.
Episode what? Episode what?
226?
26? What? 226?
Yeah, 226.
226.
We had 3 trailers this week. We had a lot
Big
more
things
other news.
coming at 250. We can reveal that now. Big things coming at 250.
It's true. We will have
What's the big
Erisham, the judge, on the
We're on the
podcast.
We've got Kit Harrington frowning at a celestial. That's
But
going to
you
be
guys gotta
really
wait
good.
24
Zeb
weeks.
Wells finally revealing on a Hero Story exclusive what did Peter do.
Mhm.
And,
Finally.
JD,
Jack
JD's
Black and
balls.
Lizzo are coming on as a
Oh,
cameo.
Yeah, speaking of that, tune in a couple weeks for A Hero Story, a Star Wars Story, Episode 3, where we talk about the death of Star Wars.
Again.
Mandalorians.
Again.
The many deaths.
I was pretty busy this week, so I didn't get comics, but JD got comics.
Boo! We got The Flash.
Oh, that's the
796,
finale.
Ended, right?
The
1 minute war ended.
Minute War finale. And then we also got
Mhm.
Batman 134, which I have a lot to say about.
Who is that character? That's
also
an awful
just
design.
read
Red
Spider-Man.
Mask.
Red
Oh.
Mask. Can you guess
Oh,
who he
for
is?
fuck.
Can you guess in an alternate world who would Red Mask be?
Is it
Is it
either
the
the Joker?
Joker
or Jason Todd?
You're one of those guesses is correct.
Oh,
Okay.
tune in
Find out
later.
who it is.
Is it the Arkham Knight from the game Arkham Knight?
Oh yeah,
That
Arkham,
would have been,
Arkham
that would have
Knight's
been a
like a
better
character
twist with
now.
the J brand.
It was the funniest reveal in history. We're like,
Yeah,
he's
it's
got-
me,
he's a
this
younger
character
guy
we
with a
talked about
grudge
2
against
hours ago.
Batman, and he's like, "You let me die," and then he's just like, "I bet it's Jason Todd." It was.
Also,
That's
all of
so
Arkham
funny.
Knight, there's like flashbacks to Jason. Like,
Yeah,
he
to
has, like,
Jason.
dream
Yeah,
They
sequences.
never once
Cornered.
mentioned him prior.
Yeah, only for him to like take off the helmet and for the helmet underneath to be like vaguely red, and it's like, oh, it's Red Hood. It's like, oh
And then
wow,
they rip the thing off, and then he spray paints like a a red Batman logo or whatever, right?
Red Hood. He's
He's gonna put
a
Red Hood. He just
And all
wrote
51 Red Hood fans are like, ah,
Yeah, all three of them. Yeah.
I remember it was obvious when the trailers were even coming out. Like, yep,
I just didn't want to believe it. I remember I just didn't want to believe it. I was like, it'll be Ra's al Ghul or it'll be Deathstroke, but no, it was
Well,
Jason
all the guesses were bad. It was either people thinking it was Joker back from the dead, it was Thomas Wayne, or it was Jason Todd, and none of those.
Or it was that mayor from the previous games, but in like a robot suit.
Quincy Sharp.
Quincy Sharp. Yep.
But all the trailers are ending with them being like, "Time to die, old man," and "You let me down."
Yeah, you let me die, old man, and you let me die. That's all he says, right?
Yeah,
that's all Jason Todd ever says anyway.
This man that adopts children sends them to war and gets them murdered. I wonder if it's going to be one of his adopted kids.
must be Quincy Sharp.
Yeah.
Imagine that was like they're doing like all the Jason Todd flashbacks. He's like, "You let me die," and then all of a sudden it's Quincy Sharp going like, "What?"
Yeah, I would love to sit down with someone who believed that before the game and came out and just be like,
well,
why
people thought it was
did you
like
think
him
that?
controlling a robot or something. Because Batman like held him off a rooftop in the last game. He was really mad.
Good lord.
That's the reason.
You know who I would have preferred it be underneath the helmet?
Who?
Brainiac.
Very well-known Batman villain, Brainiac.
Makes sense. Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or Killer Shark, King Shark, whatever the shark is.
Which shark? Because there's a big difference.
Is there? I don't know.
One's played by Sylvester Stallone. Can you imagine, like, "Hey, you let me die." Like,
you let me die, Batman. You let me die, punk.
Adrian, you let me die.
And that's been a hero story.
Yeah, now we'll jump into the news and then
All right,
we'll
let's
get
do
into
it,
comics after. So yeah, three trailers
let's see how
came out.
shitty this news presentation is.
First trailer that came out was Secret Invasion. What you guys think?
Secret Invasion. It was
good. Second what do we call it? Secvage.
Secret Invasion. Just Secret Invasion. Just flat drop the Jean. Secret Invasion.
Are we really saving that much time? In the time that you have to explain that.
You're saying
no, but
85%
eventually,
of
once
it.
you guys start dropping the ends of your words, we'll have like a 2-minute podcast.
What if we just call it Vage?
That's the goal.
Yeah,
that's true. Ty and Tar.
We'll get
Vage in Little City.
Oh, that works. So Harper, I want to know if you agree with me on this though. This looks like, and I definitely was not the first person to say this. This looks like the Andor of Marvel Television.
Oh, that's a good point.
Where it looks like it's actually a good show.
Yeah, it's going to be a serious drama made for adults, but Star Wars is made for kids. I know. But Andor
I was a kid.
was not.
Yeah.
Yes, we've all been there.
I mean, Andor wasn't really that good though. It didn't have Jack Black and Lizzo.
Yeah.
Turn into a hero story.
I just took a DNA test. Turns out
you think they'll
I'm
be
fucking
in Secret
kill
Invasion?
myself.
Yes, they'll be in Secret Invasion.
As
Well, they'll mention them. They'll be like,
no,
one of the Skrulls.
No,
they'll mention like they'll definitely mention celebrities, and they'll be like, one of the Skrulls is, one of the members of BTS or something like, they could say something like that.
I think Jack Black is a
literally,
Skrull.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what they'll do.
And this
Kevin
show
Feige
looks...
was a Skrull this whole time, like some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
this show looks good.
It
does look good.
It just looks good.
It looks really good. It looks
also,
like it's
JD,
striking.
as #1 Nick Fury fan, how you feeling?
I'm loving it.
Nick Fury show.
Secret Invasion is like one of my favorite Marvel events. To the dismay of Tyler.
When's the Sergeant Rock movie coming?
Who says it's mid no cap?
I do think it's mid no cap, unfortunately,
not
but I do
at
think
all.
that
But I
this
think it
show
is bussin'.
it's not bussing at all. It's definitely not bussing. I think it's fun. I think it's fun enough, but I think this show looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna say like the show is gonna be better than the comic, but I think that it looks interesting.
So is Rhodey going to be a Skrull? Is everybody like?
Yeah.
Rhodey's so a Skrull.
Yeah.
It's so like
100%.
Does that make you sad, Harper?
It's-
Like, does that make
How
you sad?
long do you think Rhodey's been a Skrull for?
Yeah,
Since
that's the question.
next time,
Terrence-
baby. The
since
second
Terrence
Terrence Howard got recast. Just
No.
you never noticed.
I think it predates the first Iron Man. I don't think Rhodey was ever a human. He's always been
We
a
never
Skrull.
knew Rhodey.
No wonder he
That's
wanted to kill Thanos in like in the crib. He's just.
I really hope it's just he's been a Skrull like since Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really don't want to have to like the
Well,
worst
they would
thing
never do
Skrull
that.
reveal. Well, you hope so, but the worst thing Skrull reveals can do is make you go, "Oh, so all those cool moments that I liked weren't actually that character."
I
It's
could
just a
see it
Skrull."
being like
named
post-
They're making a Rhodey show or a Rhodey movie. I don't think they're going to be like, actually, the Rhodey you knew this entire time was never Rhodey.
That's actually fair. That's actually.
I feel like it's
If
gonna be
they-
like post like Civil War maybe. Like I feel like
That's
that's a good
still too
time.
much though. He helped
can't
save the
have him
universe.
You can't have him
like
say
in Endgame,
goodbye
that
to
was
Tony
Skrulls.
Stark while
in
he
Secret-
dies on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly. He can't be at Tony's funeral, and it was a scroll.
But the scrolls in Secret, like in the comic Secret Invasion, right? They're so brainwashed that they think they are the person, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
if
but it
he's, like,
matters
so
to us. I don't give a
brainwashed that-
fuck what the Skrulls in universe think. Like, I don't want to watch
Hartley was a
Endgame
scroll this whole
and
time. Iron Lad was never a
That's
thing.
fine.
Hartley
That'd be
was
cool.
That's a child. I notoriously hate children. That's fine. Tyler and I have been
Teacher of the
very
year,
clear on
Josh
this.
Allen Harper.
That's true.
But like, I don't want to look back at Endgame where Rhodey like puts his like robot fucking Iron Patriot hand on Tony's shoulder and his face and says goodbye and be like, "That's a big green alien from outer space."
Yeah, it's a
Like,
Skrull.
I don't
Who doesn't
wanna
actually
watch
Yeah,
know
that's
who
not
that guy
Rhodey.
is.
That's just some alien named like
Yeah,
Andy.
fuck.
Glook or something. Yeah.
Galook.
Yeah, I mean that's a yeah. Be like, but it'd be like
Bullshit.
GLL apostrophe.
But at what point, like, it's got to have some kind of stakes, right? So if Rhodey is a
No.
Skrull, it's not like you can do it recently. It has to have been a while.
No,
It's
Why
probably
does it
like
have to be
Falcon
Rhodey
and
then?
Winter
Why can't it be
Soldier.
like Maria Hill or something?
Because Rhodey's the main, like, they're pointing to it in the trailer. They're like, hey,
I know,
this
but
dude-
then maybe that means that it's not him. It's gonna be who you
you're
don't
giving Marvel
expect.
way too much credit.
It's gonna turn out that there's like a scroll who's like, I'm a scroll, and then turns out they weren't a scroll, and that's the reveal.
That's the thing, because Rhodey's the only Avenger that we know for sure is going to be in this, so he's the one that we
Just
believe
like
will be a
the-
Skrull.
Just like the Batman 1989 like wipes off the makeup and underneath
Yeah,
it's
and
just
he's-
a person.
He's a human underneath. Yeah.
Wait a
reveal.
minute.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
I don't think you can undermine. I don't think you can undermine Rhodey as a character that far back.
Yeah, I just but who yeah, I mean they could we don't know who's exactly in the show, right?
Okay, say like
Like, they're
every
probably-
Avengers in this. Who would you want to be a Skrull?
But I'm saying wait, what? What did you just say?
If like
You
every
said, imagine
Avenger
if
were to
every-
appear in this, who
Oh,
would
I
you
think he
say
said
would
they're
be a
saying
Skrull?
that every
No,
like,
no,
when
no.
did they say
It's
that?
That's
just
good
a
takes
question.
once revealed.
I don't know. I think it'll be like it'll be what's his name? It'll be Everett Ross. It'll be
Oh,
Bilbo.
everyone's favorite
Yeah.
Black Panther character.
Yeah.
He's been a Skrull the whole time.
But like, if you
Yeah.
want to give the show stakes, right, you have to have like some kind of big character be a Skrull, right? Like, who cares if Everett Ross was a Skrull?
It's Everett Ross is a Skrull.
What if
Just make it Nick
it's
Fury.
Elaine? What if it's Elaine and that's why she's evil?
I mean, sure, that's fine, but like, I feel like you need to, like, if you want to have stakes, it's got to be one of the heroes.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. What about this?
It could just be Nick Fury. What if Nick Fury's been
it was
dead this whole
Spider-Woman.
time?
That's what I said. I just
Is
said
that what you said?
Yeah.
Great
I
thing
said
I
just-
came up
just-
with that.
So he didn't
You
actually
fuck.
lose his eye to a cat. That was actually a Skrull who lost his eye to the cat. I knew it.
Mhm.
Last time I
Please.
trusted somebody, I
Please.
lost an eye. It was actually in World War II.
I think they'll
Mm-hmm.
do an episode where it's Nick Fury, and at the end, that episode is revealed that it was a
They'll
Skrull.
do
and
it.
Fury
They'll
was
do an
something
episode where
else.
it's Nick Fury. He's the main character.
That was
Like,
mid-sentence.
Wait, what do you mean by
You
that? though?
weren't mid-sentence.
Like
You
there'll be
stopped
like
talking.
there'll be an episode where you see Nick Fury do all these things, and then he becomes a Skrull at the end of the episode, and it's revealed that the real Nick Fury was doing something else the whole time.
Hunter try not to
That'll
fucking
be like the
lie
first
for 10
scene
seconds
of the show.
challenge.
That
Impossible.
Maybe,
won't be
yeah.
that won't be like an episode. That'd be like the first scene, and it's
I
Talos.
could
we
see
know
them
him.
doing like an episode with that.
That's
like
not a
that.
reveal, though. We know that he's been
But
a
yeah,
Skrull.
wasn't he already posing as a Skrull in the Spider-Man scene? Like,
Yeah, like we know that's not a
that's
reveal,
true. That's
though.
true. That's true.
I mean, more so like a bad Skrull.
Oh, there's another Skrull that's pretending to be Nick Fury, and we get Nick Fury v Nick Fury with actual Nick Fury watching.
We'll probably
way-
get
the-
something like that.
the way
Yeah.
Hunter just said that, but a bad Skrull. like a little kid.
All Skrulls are bad Skrulls according to the Marvel. comics, so-
Oh, wow,
Mhm.
he's Skrull system.
According to Marvel Comics, all Skrulls are bad Skrulls. I mean, they don't have. Remember, like Norman Osborn just feeds them to Venom.
Yeah,
cares?
That was tough.
Yeah, there was a
Remember when
comic
the
in the
Illuminati
90s
blew 'em
that's
all
called
up?
like yes, that they also did that. The Illuminati,
Yeah,
who were
that was
characters
good.
like we don't kill. They went to their planet and they
They
blew them the
blew
fuck
it up.
But it was
Because
cool.
they
It
don't.
was
It was
awesome.
cool. They don't.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
cool.
cool. They don't consider them sentient. There's a book in the 90s written by Grant Morrison that might be called like the Skrull Kill Society or something like that, where you just go around, you kill a Skrull. It's
Hell
like
yeah.
punching a Nazi. You go around, you kill a Skrull.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah,
Love it. Yeah.
it's like
think-
they
I
put
think-
that on posters in the Marvel universe.
I think we
Alright,
can
just
put our
kill a
foot
Skrull.
down on here and say, we would all punch a Nazi. I think we,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
maybe not.
and we would
Hunter,
all kill a
but we
Skrull.
would all, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like the MCU has made the Skrulls like good guys since Captain
MCU,
Marvel.
please get it right.
I think
Yeah,
they
sorry.
were. I think those guys were good guys. I like. It's like. I mean, they're a race of people. Like, there's gonna
Mhm.
be good ones and bad ones. It sounds so bad when I say it like that, but that
I
there
know
will.
what
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got too Trumpy there.
Yeah, that's
Ever
the
since I
way
saw
that
this-
was
There are
worded.
good scrolls on
picture-
both sides.
The picture of the scroll drinking the soda. That's when I would punch that scroll right in the fucking
Talos.
face.
That's
Would
Talos.
you
That's like
not?
the
That's
main
Orson.
one.
That's
Talos
Orson
is the
Krennic, bro.
best.
That's Ben Mendelsohn.
That's Ben Mendo.
I punched that dude.
You don't
right in
remember?
the
You don't
nose.
remember when Bane snapped his neck?
I'd
I
punch him
do
right in the
remember.
nose.
I'm
Do you feel in charge?
Yeah, John Daggett.
John Daggett, that's
I'm in
right.
charge here.
I'm in charge,
here.
He has a line in that movie that's
It's so erotic.
stupid.
Isn't it so erotic when Bane kills someone?
Yeah,
he
gets
like rub
real
them on their cheek and
My
get up,
my
person.
father only saw the monster, but
You
I
feel
saw the
in
man.
I think it's
Ugh.
going to be a good show. I do think it would have been better as a more of a mini phase, like a phase within a phase. I feel like this could be like several different projects instead of just one show.
Well,
about
I'm
Nick
sure it'll.
Fury.
I mean, they said
Well,
there'll be.
you think this is gonna be
repercussions.
the only thing with scrolls? Like, I feel like it could blend into further.
Well,
I
it's,
guess it
it's
could, yeah.
Captain Marvel 2 or whatever is coming out this year, right? So
The Marvels, yes.
the Marvels, the
Yay.
Marvels. That's
Oh
coming
yeah,
out.
Nick
But
Fury's going to be in that. So
maybe.
Is he?
didn't he
But they're gonna, at
confirm?
least going to be dealing with the
I
Kree,
don't know.
and the
I
Kree
don't
deal with the
know.
scrolls sometimes. So
Yeah,
you said
Samuel
it really
Jackson confirmed
convincingly,
that.
Hunter, so I believed it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, Samuel Jackson, he posted about it. He's like, yeah, I'm in the Marvels, I'm in
Oh, well,
Secret Invasion. Like,
That'll
he's
do it.
talking all
That'll
about
do
it.
it.
So yeah, and
It's
I know
amazing
Tyler's
that they-
fact checking me.
I am just
See him
looking it
typing.
up. I just want to see.
Fact checker.
I don't know. It just.
It's
It doesn't
amazing that
say.
the Kree were like used. A cameo appeared in like Guardians, and I guess Ronan and stuff. But like the Kree appeared mostly in Agents of Shield. Like
Yeah.
there's no Kree
The least
war in
watched
the
MCU
MCU.
project.
You mean the most?
You mean Ant-Man
voted.
3?
You mean the most heavily based?
Wait, is that the same show that was the didn't it turn into like Peggy Carter, Agent of Shield, or was that a separate?
No,
show?
no.
No,
In
that was-
season 2, she's in like 6
It's a separate
episodes.
show.
Oh,
And they flash back, but then they spun her off into her own show, which was Agent Carter.
that's probably the least watched show.
No, I watched all of
Agent Carter.
It was
That's
lit.
got to be the least watched MCU project ever, right?
Ask me why I watched it. Ask me.
Why'd you
I
watch
know
it?
why you watched it.
Why do I watch it,
He
JD?
loves World War II.
Because Haley Atwell is a goddess.
Oh, well, that's true. But what's the other reason? Go on, JD. What is
Jarvis?
Why'd you watch
it?
it?
Yeah, Howard
Howard
Stark
Stark?
and Jarvis.
You're such a clown, dude. I'm talking about Haley Atwell, amazing, beautiful.
Listen,
and you're like,
oi,
"Ooh,
cunt,
oi
cunt,
there,
cunt,
Howard
cunt,
Stark
cunt,
was really
cunt,
cool.
cunt,
I like
cunt,
both
cunt,
actors."
cunt. Listen. Me watching Agent Carter and seeing Jarvis allowed me to have that moment in Endgame where I went and turned to my friend and went, "That's the Jarvis from Agent
But
Carter."
guess what? I had that moment too, and I didn't watch
and
that
me
show.
behind you in the theater, like, shut up.
Yeah, but I had a better experience because I'm better than you.
That is the only
I'm
time
dumber
I don't
that
think
than
you
you,
are.
I'm cooler
I don't think
than
you
you.
are. Prove it. Prove it.
JD, JD, let him have this. Jarvis is the only moment that Harper was excited about in
All right,
that
all
game.
right, all right. I see your dab, and I raise you a.
Yeah, that's true. Endgame only had Jarvis for you anyway, so
Yeah.
there's nothing else you could have enjoyed in that movie.
Such a
Yeah.
boring movie for
Yeah,
Harper.
other than that, you like hated Endgame, didn't you?
Oh, I like Noob Master 69.
I thought that was
Classic.
way too funny. I couldn't stop laughing for 30
I
minutes.
was
I
annoyed
kept
that they
thinking
cut it
about
so short. I was like, keep
I
going,
was
keep
ready to go
going.
for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, who was Whittle going to hit the Gwitty? Right,
Do you
moving on.
like every time you take out your microphone, do you recite that scene to your microphone? New Master 60, like with the voice, the Chris
Hello,
Hemsworth
Noob
voice?
Master. Yes, this is Thor.
Oh,
Little weasel.
Rip your arms
You
off and
weasel.
stick them up your butt.
But oh,
Oh god, that's
Stick
like
them up your behind.
I like the
It's-
theories coming
yeah.
out that they're gonna find Thor like cutting down a bunch of trees in a forest, and that's what he's been up to. I wish that was true.
no. Yeah, it didn't happen. But that
It
being
wasn't.
said, it wasn't Lizzo and Jack Black, so it's all good.
That's
It's true, but maybe they'll be in secret. We did talk about this, but they
Yeah.
still might be in Secret
They
Invasion.
could be
so.
Skrulls, yeah, reprising their roles from Mandalorian.
Man.
It's the
Right.
same roles.
Oh, I'm upset.
God, the scene where Jack Black does like, I always knew you didn't like me.
He's just Jack Black that whole episode.
I know.
Like,
He's like,
I love Jack Black so fucking much, but like it just was so goofy.
Why are you in the man? I saw a clip that someone posted from that episode of Mandalorian when he's like on that little planet where there's the people that live in like that circle field by the forest, and the woman kind of likes him. He's just like, you can live here. You place for your son to be raised as a child. Would you like that? And Pedro Pascal sounds like he's gonna cry. He's like, I would like that, but I can't. It's like, wow, what have we become?
Harper, are you gonna get the Lizzo and Jack Black hot toys when they come out?
Mm-hmm. No, I'll kill myself. When they release.
No matter what. We finally have a clock timed at, a countdown.
Grogu knighted?
What? Grogu was knighted, yeah. She goes, I'll knight you in the old ways of this planet we've never seen before. Like, why do I care? See, the thing is, Tyler, I know you didn't finish it, right?
I got 15 minutes in. I was like,
the rest of the episode is like, it's like,
I heard it was like a detective-y,
a detective noir story. And there's parts of it you'll like, but it's also, it's so weird because but it backtracks on like Din Djarin's character development, like him with droids. Like he shows up in this episode and he's just like, I'll rip your voice box out and shock you to death. And Bo's just like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, I thought he wasn't racist.
Oh, I did get droids
anymore.
He was
what
like,
happened?
Why do they have Imperial droids? They shouldn't have Imperial droids. I hate droids. Droids, fuck droids.
He even says like, when you get there, it's like, you should never trust a droid.
He threatens an innocent bartender droid.
You should never trust the droids. Like, bro, you were trusting droids at episode 2 of this season. What do you mean?
I love the twist of that episode. Tyler, do you care? This is a comic
audience.
Podcast.
Do you care?
Yeah, this is good material for Star Wars talk.
but the twist in that story is that they go to Christopher Lloyd. They go, who's in charge of these robots? He goes, I am. And they're like, we've got to get to the bottom of this. And then it's just him. He's just a bad guy. It's like, he literally said, I'm in charge of it. Okay.
Next bit. Blue Beetle trailer. That was the second trailer. That
looks bad.
Am I the only one who feels nothing?
No, it looks like a really bad movie.
It looks bad.
I don't know, like people are excited, but are they?
Is this not what Shazam 2 was? Like this kind of feels like the generic DC.
But this looks way more generic somehow. Like it looks like it looks like an HBO Max movie. It looks like a Disney Plus, whatever. Because it is. It literally is.
It does look like a Disney Channel, like a good Disney Channel production.
I don't know. It looks very reminiscent of like High School Musical. Like it gives me those vibes. And I'm not saying that's bad. I like High School Musical, but this looks bad.
The end of the trailer is a CGI model doing things in an empty warehouse. It's the CW.
I don't know if that's a CGI model because it is like a real suit.
That last scene is absolutely a CGI model. Has to be.
Which one is this last scene? What happened
when he has like the Final Fantasy?
Batman's a fascist.
Yeah, what was that? What is the joke there?
Right.
What is the joke there?
It's the Batman's in the trailer. Well, you got to think it's Ben Affleck Batman who did brand people and tie them up and decided they would get killed in prison. No, but it's a dumb joke. It's a dumb joke.
We're living in a bad DC universe when like that's like your go-to joke. Like,
yeah.
Oh wow, you got him.
People have been saying that for 100 years.
Yeah. I have a take on the word.
New thing.
I think people that use the word fascist the most don't understand what the word means. I feel like
George Lopez.
Just throw it around.
I think that's the character.
Batman's a fascist.
The director came on and said like the
fucking what?
I know as soon as I said it. The director said that the character is the type of like conspiracy like person that thinks everything that he reads on the internet is correct. So he probably read that somewhere. So he's saying
that's literally such a fun character.
He believes
this literally
on the
Peacemaker as well. Peacemaker's like, I heard that Aquaman fucked a fish because
it's not
Twitter
a rumor.
told me.
Oh wow, great line, Ezra Miller. Great line, Ezra Miller.
Best, that's probably the best performance of the Justice League in that universe. Actually,
there's people online getting so angry at what's clearly a joke that George
the fascist Batman thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, people are like, "How dare you call Batman a fascist?"
There's a guy who does a podcast like we are now. And he was
Named
like
Hunter.
crying, screaming, being like, this is who you're pandering to? Huh? These woke
That's-
individuals? It's like,
that's-
shut
Oh
up.
God!
Facts.
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
It does look bad, though. It does look
Facts.
bad. Unfortunately,
It does
does
look
look
like a
bad.
movie.
That is
I
your
think it
flagship
looks-
character. How dare you attack?
I think it looks on the same scale as like Shazam 2. Like,
I think it looks worse.
be-
It
Mm.
looks visually worse.
It looks visually way cheap. It looks like it's made for TV, which it is
Listen,
or made
it
for
probably,
streaming.
I thought it was when it was announced. Like, it was just gonna be
DC
on
is
HBO
trying
Max.
so hard for this to be their Miles Morales, and I really don't think the internet's going to react that way. I don't know.
I
don't-
think
don't
that,
people are gonna
question-
latch on.
Did James Gunn confirm that this is the first movie in the DCU?
He said something like that.
He
He
could
said something
fit
like
in
it
the universe.
fits
That-
in.
This is your
That is
Iron Man
insane.
2008. Oh,
But if this
God.
And that's-
movie does as well as Shazam 2 did, I don't think we'll ever see Blue Beetle again in these movies.
I don't know. I think like I get what they're trying to do with Blue Beetle. Like you could position him in like a Spider-Man esque kind of thing, you know. Like I get it if they had any, you know,
Teenage
Justice League to
hero.
even care about, or put him on a Young Justice or whatever, right? But I like Ted Cord. I feel I feel like if I was gonna see a Blue Beetle, I
Oh,
kinda
He's
wanna
a
God.
see Ted
fascist.
Cord.
He likes the old Blue Beetle.
I do.
Fascist.
But I've always thought Ted Cord, like if Scott Lang could be such a loved character, we could do the same exact thing with Ted Cord, and people would fucking love
If
Paul
not
Rudd
better,
is Ted
yeah.
Cord.
Paul Rudd would be a really
You
good
would be
Ted Cord. though.
Hell, Rudd.
Paul Rudd as Ted Cord and Chris Pratt as Booster Gold.
Booster Gold.
Wow.
That would actually work.
But and like I think, and I'm not like, oh, you know, Jaime's not the real Blue Beetle. I don't fucking care. Like I
Like,
do
His
not
name
care.
is Jamie.
Yeah.
But I thought his name was Blue. But it's
His name is
it's
Agent.
fucking like I just don't like the internet seems to really love him, but I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Name one Blue Beetle story you like. To anybody on the internet who's like, "Oh, Blue Beetle Ross." name one
2016
story.
Rebirth run with Scott Collins on art.
That can't be
Maybe,
good. It can't be
like,
good.
I
It
don't
was
know, the
alright.
chapter
It was
where he's
kinda
playable
boring.
in Injustice 2. That's
That's
kind of
what
cool.
I'm saying. Like, if you
Oh,
can't,
he
point
was
to a
kind of cool
story-
in the story mode of Injustice.
Blue Beetle
2, actually.
comics, they don't
Yeah.
sell. They don't sell at all. They
Yeah,
You don't
don't-
know that though.
I do know that.
No, I bought
He was
10
he was the one
copies.
guy buying them.
I was
Is it
the,
the same
only
with
person.
Shazam? Is Shazam like because you guys always say that Shazam could really be like Spider-Man as well, but he also does not work the
It
same
just
way.
doesn't
like-
have a creative team that ever sticks around. That's why I think Wade Mora
but
could be
I'm
the
sure
definitive
there's
team.
someone who could write something interesting for Blue Beetle. Why haven't they done it yet?
Give it the definitive team. Give it the
But like,
spotlight.
why
We don't.
haven't we found that yet? Why has
Why
no one
must that
done
be
anything
Batman
cool?
Reptilian?
But you know what I mean? Like, why has nobody done anything cool? It's been how
Yeah.
long? 15 years or something like
I
that.
mean,
He was
they
created
have
in like
tried. There's been
2006.
multiple Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle series.
Jamie.
None of
Yeah,
them
it's-
have taken off.
How long has it been? He's been around forever.
He
He's
came
been
out
around
there
like the
like
same
20
amount of
years.
time as Jason
2006.
Todd. Yeah, it's like, and he's
Yeah,
got
redhead.
yeah, he's just got the costume that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the
And I'm
main
not
selling
against
point
it.
there. 'cause
I
people
really
like
think that
how
Blue
he
Beetle could
looks.
be something interesting. I just don't. They've
And
never
he's-
done it yet.
He's great in Young Justice, and he's great in Injustice 2, but it's just
In Smallville season 10 or whatever. Somebody say
Nice.
You think weren't they going to do another Young Justice book in like 2010 that Blue Beetle would have been on, right? Like it got
That
canned
was the
because
rumor
of
that it was going to be like a before the new
Supergirl,
52 was
Blue
gonna be Young
Beetle,
Justice,
right?
Supergirl, Impulse, Wally's daughter, Blue Beetle.
right. Yeah, like I've seen
Damian
that.
Wayne.
Maybe
that
that
team
could
would
have
have been
been.
gas.
I think that
Oh,
was
that does
also going to
sound
be
good.
Nick Spencer. I heard, and that sounds like really
Ooh.
fun.
yeah.
Trivia.
And that could have been something really interesting. But I mean, it never
Kindred
happened
for
obviously.
100 issues. Oh, dude, that would've
Yeah.
been hot.
But it would've been fun.
Hey,
know.
trivia. Who wrote the Blue Beetle episode of Smallville?
Jeff
Jeff
Johns.
Wells.
It was
Who-
Zeb Wells.
Was it Zeb Wells, Judy?
We
That's
both
Jeff
said
Johns.
Jeff Johns.
Oh, I
It
see.
is Jeff Johns, yeah.
No, Zeb Wells
I
was added to a bunch of writing teams.
Yes, on Smallville.
I don't know. He's writing the Marvels. He wrote She-Hulk.
He's been in a lot. He's been writing a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Blue
Yeah,
Beetle.
Blue Beetle mid.
Looks
no
alright.
cap,
Mid as fuck.
I think it looks
mid
better than
AF,
Shazam 2.
No cap.
I mean,
Mid AF,
it's
no
all
cap.
right. Overrated as fuck.
Blue bead.
Like, it was definitely the weakest out of all the trailers that came out this week, but I didn't think it looked
Yeah.
bad.
No, I think it was bad.
For some reason, I get
don't
know.
irrationally mad whenever
just wanna
Jim Lee posts. Jim Lee
just wanna
posts a
ru-
trailer like 2 days
Always-
after it's
Mm.
already come out, and
Yeah.
for some reason it just makes me mad. I'm just like, why?
because he forgets about it.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck.
He's like, oh, I kind of have to run DC, I guess. And then the third trailer that came out was Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it's the best.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
That's what I'm waiting for.
So Harper and I did the same thing. We both watched the international trailer.
International
before
one
anything.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shows Toby Maguire.
We did. I didn't watch it.
Yes.
I thought when I read that in the chat, you wrote, "Oh, it starts with," and I watched it myself. I was like, "Why are you lying? Like, why would you?"
No.
I'm watching the trailer.
Didn't
The
lie.
international trailer
Yeah.
starts with Toby's suit, Andrew's suit, and Tom Holland's suit, and like lines from them, and then the trailer starts for some reason.
But it's also there's different parts of it. Like they're missing some of the other trailer.
Yeah,
It's
you don't see
why
the
would
spot
they do?
in it. Yeah,
Why would they do that?
that's right. Yeah,
I don't
dude, the
Like, why-
spot
what
looks goof.
Is it
Goofball.
didn't this movie not do well? It didn't do super. The first one didn't do super well, but did it like not do well overseas or
Well,
something? And they're
it
like
depends on what
Spider-Man
you-
though.
It depends on what you view as well, because for an animated movie, it actually did pretty good. It's just
Yeah.
if you compare it to
But-
a live action superhero movie, it didn't do well.
Like
But there
internationally,
was
did
too
it
many-
not
there was
make
too
a
many
lot of
people
movie?
who wouldn't watch it because it was animated. I mean,
God,
I
I
remember
saw
my
that
college roommates at the time. I was like, "Hey, you
Day
guys want to go see
one, man.
Spider Verse?" And they were like, "The animated one? No." And I was like,
Jeez.
"It's awesome."
But I think
It's
a
the
lot
best
of
movie I've ever seen.
Spider-Verse is Spider-Verse has gained like such a big love and
Well, 'cause it was
attention
on,
and
like,
Because it was on
audience.
Netflix, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I saw a
And
thing
won the
that's like
Oscar.
it did win the yeah, that's true. I saw a thing that was like the people put up, what do you think is going to make more money, Spider-Verse or Mario? And it's probably going to be Mario, but people are underestimating how much people love Spider-Verse. I really think
Spider-Man,
so.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
Spider-Verse
that
might-
movie was that movie's
Toy
I've
Story
never
2.
met anyone who doesn't love that movie.
Fuck off.
You
Fuck you.
Doctor Strange and that little nerd from Earth 1
Oh, that was so good.
1999.
Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Look, it's
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch on the show.
Yeah, so the MCU is
I'm trying to look up
connected
how
to
much
this
money this
movie too. Like that's such a cool line to throw in. Even if
So
we don't see
beyond
it-
the Spider-Verse, the next one.
that's the
is
third
that-
one. Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be like the opposite Roger Rabbit, where it's live action Tom Holland with
Oh,
a bunch
please,
of
no,
cartoon
no.
characters?
Imagine that.
What is it going to be?
Looney Tunes back in action.
Dude, that would be so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah, that would be
Jam.
so. Yeah, oh, it's literally Space Jam. It's literally Space Jam. Yeah,
Oh, my
that'd be
God.
hilarious.
Or who's
But
on
I
Roger
think-
Rabbit?
No,
What
it's
is the
not gonna
plot?
do that.
What is the plot to this movie? So
Okay, theory time. Let's try to predict
have-
the whole thing.
I have theories, bro. So they're like, Miles, you're not allowed, and it almost seems like a racial thing at first because they're like, Miles, get out of here, bro. You're not allowed. You're the only one that's not allowed here. We're all Peter Parker, and you're not allowed. But it's like, they're talking about how Spider-Man is a sacrifice, and you have to lose something. And Miles keeps saying like, I don't,
Prowler.
yeah, he lost his uncle. And also, what the fuck has Miguel lost? Like his whole thing was that he's Spider-Man without the responsibility. Like, what has he lost? And then
He is going goblin mode in this trailer.
He's
man.
going
He is
fucking nuts.
losing
So
it.
I got a theory. So I think that what's his name?
Matt Pat.
Miles' dad, right? It looks like he's gonna die at some point. And then
Yes.
Miles is like, I need to stop this. And they're like, no, this has to happen to Spider-Man. I feel like they're not gonna let him do that because there's also the part where like Peter and Gwen say, we talked about this, and then Miles says, you knew. And I'm like, so what
in
are
like
they
a
hiding
shocking way.
from
He's
him?
like, you knew?
Literally, yeah, Civil War. But like, what are they hiding from him? Like, is it going to be that they're not going to let him stop?
Well, shit,
his dad
Peter
from
B.
dying,
Parker, did you,
you know?
know?
You
I don't
think
know,
his
it's
mom will be
interesting.
killed by Venom?
I hope.
December
comic
16th,
accurate.
1991. He's killed by Bucky. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I think that's my theory. I think they're going to make
That's
him.
what
They're
it
going to
makes it
force him to
look
go through
like it.
another sacrifice.
It
And
looks
it's
like
like, bro,
they're
he lost. Yeah, he lost his uncle. That was pretty bad.
It's like, oh, he's a bad guy, so it doesn't count. Is that?
Yeah, but Miguel never lost anything. Like the whole point to his Spider-Man was that he never learned great power, great responsibility. He's just a dickhead with with a spider costume. That's it.
Maybe
I don't-
he'll say like, oh, his sacrifices his whole life because he's running the.
He lost
the
his
lobby
AI
now.
wife. He lost Lila. I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting.
Do you think this movie's gonna like piss off fucking like what's his name, Miguel O'Hara, whatever fans?
Fans? No, I think they're just happy to see him in the first place.
Yeah.
Does 2099
reckon-
have that big of a fan base? I
It-
don't know.
well,
that
the
I've
thing
seen
is,
somebody who's
apparently
like-
every Spider-Man character has the biggest fan base because of how I saw people react to Ben Riley. But Miguel,
Oh, he
it's
looks
like
cool though.
he
does
looks
look
cool, but
really
I hate
cool.
him.
Yeah,
I hate him.
Tyler,
I-
if there's one character that he could erase from comic history, I think it's Ben Riley.
I literally
I like
hate him.
Ben
I don't know
Reilly.
how you've forgiven him. I don't know how people have forgiven him. He made them go bankrupt. He almost tore down the whole ship, bro. And I don't think I'm not gonna forgive him for it.
Counterpoint,
That
his spider's on the
costume.
side.
The costume is cool,
His suit looks awesome.
but I hate him. I literally hate him. And
He's
also,
like
I didn't know
Red
so
Death.
many people are so hyped about Mayday. I didn't know everybody really knew about
I think
Mayday.
Yeah, there's a
people are
weird
just-
following to Mayday Parker. Why?
Well, because
Just
she's really
it's like
cool.
but it's proof that Peter can develop.
But it's like it's an alternate universe where Peter,
I also hate the name Mayday, by the way. I think that's
Oh,
That's
it's
'cause her
terrible.
name is
but-
It's an
May.
awful name, yeah.
It's
but-
May.
it's like
and
being
they
named
call her
Joshua Allen Harper.
I don't
Josh
know why
Day.
they call her Mayday.
Your middle name
though.
is Thomas. Fuck off.
Josh Day Harper.
I don't get why they call her that because her name is May. It's May
Yeah, like, it's
Mayday
weird.
Parker. I don't know where Mayday came from.
Mayday's just a
But-
nickname.
The M like that's a fun
Thank you,
universe.
thank you,
though.
Hunter, for the obvious.
But there'll be a
Yes.
flashback that she's running around and Peter's like, Mayday, Mayday.
I don't know, but it's gonna be like Mayday Parker.
It
The
won't.
MC2 universe. It's fun.
There won't be a flashback where that happens at all.
$800.
It wouldn't be a
People have to
flashback
get
though.
away
It would
with
be
saying that.
a.
Hey, Are you serious? I will take that fucking bet that there will
I'm
not be a scene
serious.
where there's a flashback in this movie that, like, there's no fucking way they're gonna have Mayday running around and Peter B. Parker going, Mayday, Mayday, come in. Are you there? Over. Like, it's not
And then
gonna
you
happen.
look at the camera like, Mayday.
I will take that. I would actually take that fucking bet.
Give him like
fucking
1,000 to 1
idiots.
odds or something. Get like
It's
Hunter, take
like
odds on
this-
that.
You don't have $800. There's no fucking way. Look at
I'm
that
joking.
shirt. That is
Oh,
like
moving
the
on.
thrift
Joking.
store fucking shirt I've ever seen. Fucking Macklemore over here. Pop some fucking tags, dude.
No, it was just a joke. Anyway, sorry, theory.
Stupid.
So yeah, so the next one's Beyond the Spider-Verse. How is this one gonna end?
I think Miles is
Probably with the
gonna
credits.
save his. That's so stupid. That was so
That's
dumb.
what
I
my
don't know
dad
why.
would say.
I don't know why I laughed at that. That was the dumbest joke I've ever
Thank
heard.
you. You were the only one that did. So
I didn't
I
hear
didn't.
it.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
He said, "How do you think it's gonna end?" And I said, "Probably with the credits." And Tyler was the only one.
For
That laughed. I was
fuck's
like,
sake, that's such a dad joke.
That's
Good
something my dad
Lord.
would say. That's something Tommy D would say.
Tommy D. Or
Hey,
Harper
I
has a
thought
different
that
name for
joke
him.
was good, JD.
That's something Harper. That's something your daddy would say.
I don't talk to my dad.
No, your daddy. He may have been
Oh.
your father, but he wasn't your daddy.
It wasn't. Oh. Oh.
Next time Tom comes on the hey Tom, next time you come
Tom
on the
what?
podcast, you have to. Oh my god,
Tom's gonna
I
what?
said it that I stopped too after I said it.
Jesus, you went, Tom, come on the
No.
podcast.
Jesus.
Tom, you don't
Tom,
have to do that.
Doesn't he
Here's
watch
your
it in the
goal.
living
Here's your
room?
goal.
He
I know
does.
you don't know who
This
this
playing in my
is.
living room right now.
I'm over here
Oh my
stroking my
God.
shit. I got.
Get your flip phone out.
Just
Click on the
stroking.
Safari. Get your flip phone out. Click on the internet. Wait for it to load. Then you gotta look up who Yondu is, because that's who you have to dress as next time you come on the show.
He's gonna go do
Oh.
full blue face,
Blueface, baby.
Mo-
put like a,
With
put like a
the
plunger on his
fin,
head or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
No, he has to get like the actual fin, like the hexagon scars that he has.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
so
He's gotta-
excited
he's
to
gotta
do
break
our
his teeth.
Joker
Yeah.
Folle Ado review with Tom. That's going to be a great day.
I mean, he's
man.
actually seen Joker once, so maybe he would watch Joker too.
No,
Joker
you see
1.
Joker 1. He appeared on the podcast as the joke.
That was while they were filming the movie.
Yeah. He had to step off set to
He'll
do
fall
that.
asleep to Joker too, I'm sure.
It's
Should
like,
we
hey,
talk
we're,
about Joker
why are you
too?
dressed as the Joker? Oh, we're filming right now. Movie is already out. Reshoots. Movie's already out.
It's been a year.
Behind the scenes for the DVD. It's still up, Tom.
DVD.
Trying to think what Tom would say.
For the VHS.
Yeah.
For the
I
laser
got it on
disc.
tape. I recorded it with my video camera at the cinema now.
I have it on book. On paper.
But yeah, Spider-Verse looks awesome. Spider-Punk's animation looks hard to look
It's
at.
fucking crazy looking, isn't it? It's weird.
It is, yeah.
That's how I felt about the first one. It takes it's like a 20-minute adjustment period for my
Well,
eyes.
yeah,
to be
it's like you're
"Oh,
wearing.
Jesus."
It's like you're watching a 3D movie without glasses. Like I think that's how.
It
people
feels like
describe
I'm
it.
having like I suffer from epilepsy severely.
I'm gonna
is
see
what it
this
felt
in the
like.
biggest movie theater I possibly can, and this is gonna be such. It's
I'm gonna
go
see
so
it
hard.
with your mum.
I
don't
heard
think
you were
you are.
too. Yeah.
Where did? Oh, you talking to Hunter? I see.
No, I'm talking Tyler.
Oh,
No, Tyler.
No, I'm talking Tyler.
oh.
I'm gonna need to call her after
Because
this.
I was at a cafe with her and I asked if she wanted to see it with me, but then she said she's still going with Harper.
What are you, Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne in The Dark Knight Rises at a cafe?
Mhm.
I thought she was with
That's
you.
also what I thought.
I saw
Oh,
Michael
that-
Caine and I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And he just kind of like nodded like that, but I didn't go over to him.
Remember when we did our Michael Caine impressions? That was a good day on the podcast.
A tangerine the size of a ruby the size of a tangerine.
A
like a
ruby
year
the
ago.
size of a tangerine. I met this man in Peru.
So,
Oh, good God.
and what if, to protect you, I tore up that letter?
Yeah.
And I burned it.
I failed you. I failed you, Bruce. I failed you, Master Bruce.
That I have loved since I first heard your cries echo through these halls.
Through these halls.
You guys are becoming more like downtown London, like really like Cockney accents.
He's
It
so
started as
good.
Michael Caine and it's gone far, far away.
Next season on Peaky Blinders, a ruby the size of a tangerine.
Tangerine.
Oh,
If we take
shit.
the bad part, sir.
You would take
Taking the bad boy, sir. Oh, the Lamborghini. Far
What's
more.
more subtle?
Far more
You take-
title.
But
The Lamborghini then.
Oh, fucking
Mr.
hell.
Why was he in a comic book movie?
He was great. What do you mean? He's the best
He's a
Alfred.
good Alfred. He was a good
I
Alfred.
do think
is
he's
he
the
the
best
best
Alfred.
Alfred?
It's just funny. to
He's
think.
not the best Alfred. I think he's
Who's the
too,
best
like,
Alfred?
It's-
Who's the
Jeremy
best Alfred?
Irons.
I don't know.
Andy
He just makes me
Serkis.
laugh.
Jeremy
I think it's
Irons.
Jeremy
I love.
Irons. I actually
It
do
is
think it's
Jeremy
Jeremy
Irons.
Irons.
Jeremy Irons is second best, but you don't get enough of him.
I love Andy
the
Serkis,
Snyder
man. I
Cut
think
is
he's fixing
4
like Andy
hours
Serkis.
long.
You get
The
two
fuck?
movies
The Snyder
with
Cut
him.
sucks.
7 hours of overall Jeremy
Wait, why
Irons
are all
Alfred.
our subscribers leaving?
Oh wait, no, the best Alfred is the one from Gotham because it's Sean Pertwee and I like him.
He's really good.
But he does.
He's in
I
Dog
did
Soldiers.
not- He's so cockney though.
Nah,
it's
'cause
too
he
much.
talks
It's a
like
step
this.
Yeah,
above.
he talks like
But he's
He's
almost
he's
like
a little
He's
bit
like,
James
"Oi,
Bond.
Bruce, I'm gonna
He's a
fucking
Casino
stab this
Royale,
guy in
yeah.
the hand."
He's almost
and
like-
he does.
Yeah.
You saw Harper. Remember You season 4? He also just plays Alfred in that as
Yes,
well.
he
Like
does
literally,
just-
Alfred walked on the screen. I was
He
like,
does
"What the
just-
fuck is going on?"
When it said, like
He's a
he
butler.
appears-
He's a British
he-
butler.
He appears briefly, like in the corner of one shot,
Yeah,
and I
I was
turned to
like-
my partner and I just went, "That's the dude from Dog Soldiers."
That's Alfred.
That's Alfred. Yeah, he's the one whose name in Dog Soldiers he plays Sergeant Harrison Wells.
Oh,
Reference to the greatest character in literature.
Oh my
Variant.
Harrison,
That's a
HR.
That's a
Harry.
bad joke, isn't it? That's a bad joke when people go, "It's a variant of blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
When they're like, "Oh, Creed 3, it's another variant of Kang."
Kang,
Get a
yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Touch grass.
Yeah.
but people
You
have
know,
been
like,
doing
go
that
on a date.
forever. Like, remember?
Counterpoint. You collect toys like the guy from Toy Story 2.
Counterpoint, I make more money than Tyler and Hunter combined, so suck my balls, JD.
Yeah, but what's the,
Counterpoint.
but Harper, what's the point of all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log?
Well done, Hunter.
What's
Well
the
done.
point of those hot toys if you
That
can't
was really
bloody date?
that was fucking
Harper
good.
tipped that man $5.
That was
Yeah.
fucking good. I have his PayPal now. Okay.
Harper, you still owe me for Tyler's portion of the Zoom, by the way.
Am I actually paying for that? Fuck.
I'm not working at the moment. I'm still at school.
God damn
So-
it. What the fuck?
Good God.
It was for the joke, man. You have to.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Spider-Verse.
I wasn't
think
in
it's
on
gonna
this
end.
Agree on
fucking
it.
joke.
I think
think
Spider-Verse
it's
is
gonna
going to end for Beyond the Spider-Verse,
credits.
where the Spider-Verse dies or something, and Miles ends up in a universe where there is no Spider-Man, and his family is gone and everything. Like, no one knows who he is. And the next movie is going to be him trying to get back, but he
I
doesn't
don't think that's
have anyone.
what it is.
No, I
Yes.
think
Although
that he's going to save his dad,
beyond
and
the
it's going to break the
Spider-Man.
Spider Verse or whatever because he wasn't supposed to do it. And then next one we're going beyond. the
Because
Spider-Verse.
yeah,
Okay.
2099 says a line like, "Would you rather save like infinite worlds or one person?"
Worlds will live.
That's literally great power, great
Worlds
responsibility.
will
Is like you save the
die.
one person.
Yeah, and that's when Miles.
You
turns
have to save
around.
the one person. You got to do both. That's what I don't get about Miguel. Why is he in charge if every Peter Parker would disagree with him so intently? You know what I mean? Every single Peter Parker would be like, "Actually, dude, that's not what we do." Why is he in charge?
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
It'll end with the credits.
No.
That's a
Remember
great
when you
joke.
botched that spell where you wanted the whole world to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man? I think that's going to be the
Spider-Man.
plot.
It's gonna end with Miles Morales visiting MJ at that store, and she's not gonna remember him. And he's gonna have that weird like
Miles,
smiley face.
but it's like Space Jam.
It's
he's
animated
animated in that
Miles
sequence.
going to Zendaya. Yeah.
Yeah, and Zendaya's gonna be like, Miles, nice to meet you. See you at
Yeah.
MIT in the
Okay,
fall.
Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little weird that you're animated, but okay.
Yeah. You look kind of different, but all right. I like the costume. Miles' costume is so good. I like it a lot. I think
dead silence.
I don't know, I just-
the red.
I was just thinking about it. Yeah, it might be my favorite Miles costume, like ever.
Interesting.
Well,
love it.
Miles isn't actually good in the comics. According to
Yeah.
my favorite comic book hunter,
I think I like his last one better. But
Which last one? Oh, the
Like
one in the
Spider-Verse.
first movie. No,
Yeah.
I thought that one. Not that it was lazy, but I just thought like
The
you know, it's
spray
just
paint?
It's not meant to be
Yeah.
a suit. Yeah, it's not meant to be
I
the
get that.
suit.
Yeah,
I never thought
don't
people
mind
used
this
to
one.
argue. People used to argue that that was better than his comic book suit, and I'm like, what do you mean? It's the same
It's
fucking
the same thing.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I get there's no red outlines on the Spider-Verse suit, and I think the red outlines are pretty cool. So I'm gonna go the comic book suit's better. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know what people
Ooh.
are talking about.
Take that,
The new-
you
but this
liberal
new
cucks.
This new one, this new one's way better. I like it.
It's a
Fascist.
joke. It's a
Love it
joke.
even.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, Spider-Man's a fascist.
Spider-Man
Yeah, this
is
one looks great in
God.
Until the
motion.
trailer
I-
ended.
It's great in motion, but
Spider-Man's
if
a
it's like
fascist.
straight on, there's not really any detail or anything. It's just like the symbol. I do like how it's in the circle though.
Yeah, I like the stripe down the arm. I like the added red. I think like when you add more red to Miles' costume, it looks better. Like in,
That's
in,
why
in a
the-
Meds run, when he was at the bottom of his feet, he got red like soles. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's why the suit in the next Spider-Man game looks better. Looks good.
I don't think that one looks better though. Something
Oh, he
about
got,
the
like,
stripe
the-
on
I
that
think
one.
it
It's
does.
too like it's weirdly like Nightwingy, but I don't
It
think
is,
it's good.
yeah.
I would just rather.
So you
have the
say
other
that.
suit.
You say that. You see that. You say that. But that's really just part of your woke agenda, isn't it?
It is. But
Spider-Verse is tying into the MCU.
Mhm. Well, it's the spider shoe. The spider
No!
shears.
Shoney,
Spider
the
Shirts?
Shoney universe, the
The
Shioni.
sheeny. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Do we talk about how our like audience are a bunch of fucking idiots on Instagram? do
What
we
did they
talk
do?
about that? When I posted fucking JD as Nick Fury, and they're all like, boo, 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 boo. I'm like, there is an original Nick Fury. We made it very
Do
clear.
people
in the
not remember that there was a
episode.
Nick Fury for like what 60 years?
They're so stupid. Like, are you? Hi, audience member. Hi, Harper, your least favorite member of the show. Fuck you. You're stupid.
you're not Hunter.
Stupid. Hey,
I
Hunter's
thought
the
I was the
fave.
least. No, I'm not.
You're stupid. If you believed that there was only one Nick Fury, you're stupid. There's like 12 of them.
And we
Yeah.
talked about
Do you not read
episode-
Crisis on Infinite Fury?
Oh,
Sergeant
that's
Rock.
true. I'd read that.
Nick
I'd read that
Fury,
book.
Nick
Furies
Fury
on
Jr.,
Infinite Earth.
Ultimate
Colonel
Nick
Fury.
Fury, Colonel Fury, the one that's in Earth's Mightiest Heroes that's black and has an afro, but also has the grey temples, which was a weird design choice. Do you remember
Reed
that?
Richards
That sounds
sucked.
hard though.
That actually sounds pretty.
It actually does kind of go.
But he
hard
just
now.
has a mustache. He doesn't have anything else.
Do you remember
yeah.
that show, dude? Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Earth's Mightiest
fucked
Heroes, the
hard.
Avengers show. Yeah, that cartoon's lit.
That show is
Cartoon's amazing.
fucking yeah. Good Spider-Man voice actor.
Drake,
that Drake Bell?
Drake Bell.
Yep.
Will he be
Fuck.
in Spider Verse? You think on house?
Yeah.
On
No.
house arrest?
He'll be on the run, baby.
It's like, why is his voice
He's the
kind of
Peter-
echoey?
He's the Peter getting therapy at the end.
Did you remember when I there was that guy, it was like an Instagram comment section. They went, I just think it's silly that like Drake Bell copped all this flack when he was proven innocent. I was like, he
Pleaded
pleaded guilty. He pleaded guilty to get a lesser charge. What are you talking about?
No, man. That's just your agenda driving you.
That fuck, god damn it. Oh, I'm so woke.
At least we'll
What's
get Josh
ne- what's
Keaton in
next,
this
Hunter?
movie. Yeah, what's next?
Oh, net news. That's it. No, I'm kidding. You guys all panicked there. So Samuel Jackson.
We did.
Samuel Jackson. He confirmed that Amelia Clark is just playing someone named Gaia, who was in Captain
It's
Marvel. I
Talos'
guess.
daughter, right?
Yeah.
So, yay. I was
Not-
right.
not Skrull
A
Queen.
nothing fucking character.
Just-
Yay.
No
That if
way.
she
this
doesn't
does-
die in this, we'll be forced into like, Spider-Man 4 for some reason or something. I
Good,
don't
no,
know.
her own spinoff.
Yeah, she'll
Oh,
get
yeah,
her
I
own
get that.
spin-off.
And
Disney
Echo.
Plus show.
Fucking
House of
Agatha.
Harkness.
House of
It's-
Scroll. I don't know.
So Agatha's show is called
House of
Agatha House of
Scroll.
Harkness, and her show will just be called House of Harkness.
Just
It's a different show.
Didn't they change it? Isn't it Agatha Coven
It's
of
yeah,
Chaos?
Coven.
Oven of
Coven or
Chaos,
something.
which, as I say every time we bring it up, it's a much better name.
It's literally some level of multiverse of madness, though. It's the same damn thing.
The
The
show
Coven
shouldn't
of
be made
Chaos.
regardless.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 tickets are now on sale, and they released the soundtrack as well, and it's emotional.
I'm a
Oh,
creep.
I bought my tickets.
I'm
Thank you for
a
confirming what we already knew,
weirdo.
Harper.
I think
I
well, 'cause
wish I was special.
You're not special.
That's the first
That's gonna
song,
go
right?
hard. So fucking yeah. That's gonna go extremely hard. Chris Pratt like fucking singing that with another rat. I wish I was. That's a bad.
Yeah,
motion,
it's the same movie, but
What
the
is-
soundtrack
what
is
is-
different.
what are you doing there, pal?
I can't sing without.
They also released like 10 posters for this movie, and it's all
Yeah.
basically a baby raccoon with a gun.
What's up
to
with the
its head.
Nebula poster for that movie? It's really like it's
Oh yeah,
interesting
it did,
looking.
didn't care. Oh, I thought you were talking about like the
Look at
main poster where Karen Gillan's like, I don't know what I was posing there because she just
So
looks
it's just
like
like
she's
this.
awkwardly standing. Yeah.
Well, most of the posters
I
are
gotta
just like
find it.
baby rocket raccoon, and there's like a gun to him. Essentially, like this raccoon's gonna die. This movie, you're gonna get sad. You're gonna see him grow up. and
They're,
you're gonna
what if he
shoot him in
doesn't
the
die?
head.
What if they're just they keep fucking talking about how he's gonna die?
I
What
think
if he
he
just
might be the
doesn't
only
die?
one that lives. What if?
That would be hilarious. Can you imagine they killed every single
Chris
other
Pratt.
one?
I hope they kill
except for
every
him?
single one.
Every last
I think
one of
Star
them?
Lord's. I think Star Lord's toast because Chris Pratt said like, I'd love to play Star Lord again if they asked me. He's dead.
Toast.
Done.
But they
He's
always say that. It's like when Tom Holland's like, I mean, I'll play Spider-Man again. You're gonna play Spider-Man again. Like, what are you talking about?
I think Chris Pratt will live.
I'm
Star-
sending you guys the
Star-
Nebula.
In real
poster.
life
Oh,
or
Chris
in?
Pratt's gonna keep living. I mean, he's only like in his 40s, so that
I
makes
sent you
sense.
guys. I sent the
I don't
Nebula
think he's
poster
gonna
in
die.
the group chat. It's really weird. I think. I don't know. I think it's an interesting pose for Nebula.
Wish I was special.
They're changing your.
Isn't
That-
it? It's a
Oh.
bit like.
What the
Isn't
fuck?
it weird?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Why is her
woohoo.
head all warped?
I don't know.
Why is her
Oh,
head
you know,
like
she.
warped?
My father ripped my brain out of my skull and my
Well,
eye
look
out of
at
my
the legs.
Am I
eyeball.
the only one that still doesn't really
Interesting.
understand Gamora in this like new like? I still don't get it.
Don't
What do you mean you don't
understand
get
or
it?
don't. Yeah, like I mean, it's just a version of her from the multiverse. What's
It confuses
No,
me
it's
though,
not
because
gay.
like
What do you mean?
Her
What's
legs
confusing?
aren't crossed here, but they look like they are, but they're not.
Yeah, it's a weird poster. I don't know why she's
No,
sitting
but they're
like
not.
that. But like,
it
is
looks like
that?
a torn ACL waiting to happen?
It's interesting. How do you? What do you mean you don't get the Nebula thing or not Nebula, the
The
Gamora
Gamora.
thing?
I
You
don't
don't get
understand why
it?
Nebula would sit like that. No, I don't understand. So Gamora
It's
is
a
gone.
Nebula poster taking
Gamora
place in the
died.
timeline.
This is the one.
Gamora
From the
died,
Yeah,
and yeah, they went
this is
back
the one from
in
2014.
Endgame. Yeah, 2014 Gamora, who's now in the.
but has none of the
Present
memories of like
universe.
Yeah, she doesn't have any,
Well, no,
any
she
memories
had-
of the Guardians. No.
She just it was right before Guardians happened
She only knows who
Yeah.
Nebula is, technically.
because that's her sister.
Yeah.
See,
You mean
that's what it-
technically it's her sister? They've known each other since child.
Yes, but
What?
like she did meet like Star Lord and everyone in Endgame, but like
Yeah,
she
but that doesn't mean
know them.
The only
Technically,
one she has a
she-
history with now is Nebula.
Yes.
Excuse me.
How is that confusing, bro?
We're
That's
here
like
to answer your
that's literally
questions.
like 1
JD.
plus 1 equals 2. Like,
No,
what do you
slow
mean?
down. I'm not good at math.
Actually, here, JD, I'll give you a point of reference. Ready?
Go ahead.
Do you remember when Barry Allen's dad, Henry Allen, died by Zoom in the Flash TV show? Yeah?
Yeah.
And then Jay Garrick on Earth 3 looked
2.
like Barry's dad. No, it was
Right,
Earth
yeah,
3.
Yeah.
Earth
Was
2 is the one that Zoom. Oh, no,
yes,
you're
yes.
right. No, he went to
no,
Earth
no.
3. Wait, why did he go to Earth 3? Because the Joker one was from Earth 3.
This is a
and he was
great.
on
This is a
Earth 3.
great explanation.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Jay Garrick from that. No, Zoom took Jay Garrick from Earth 3 to Earth 2.
Yeah, because he
Yes.
was fighting Luke Skywalker on Earth.
Yeah,
2.
who was on Earth 3. Oh, this is so
Skywalker.
confused. But anyway, it was Earth 3. Blah, 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 blah. But you remember that Jay Garrick looked like Barry's dad, but then he came to Earth 1. So it's just like that. It's like another version, but from a different world, and he's crossed over.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Or
It's
for the
like,
next
okay,
page.
JD, let's say this. Here's an explanation. after this podcast, you like, I could go for some pizza. You go outside your apartment, someone cuts your throat, you die. We go back through time. We find you from like 2019, and we bring you here to help us.
Oh,
We
JD.
have to record the next episode of A Hero
Less
Story.
racist,
Aye.
JD. It's got
Right?
more over time.
We're just like, hey, it's me, Hunter. We just met online, but I need you to join us on this podcast because we're talking about Zeb Wells' Spider-Man.
We've been doing this
You
for
were-
years.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, weren't you recording in 2019?
Yeah, I guess we
Yeah,
were.
we-
I'll
Yeah, I
get
was
you
gonna
guys.
say-
Okay, I go back
Get me out of
further. I go-
2017.
Yes, 2017, and then we bring how you were like
It's a
11 there.
worse
We get 11-year-old
I was
JD,
11. I was born in 2006.
and we bring you on the show. You don't know us, but we know
Dude,
you.
Jaime Reyes. Same year as Jaime Reyes.
Oh, good God.
You know, the force balances itself out.
Jamie.
And we're just like,
Jaime
bro,
Reyes.
Blue Beetle. Does that make sense? Like we know you, you don't know us.
These are way more convoluted.
But we're just like,
explanations.
So
we're a
much
family. We're a family.
Oh, Fast and Furious. I get it now.
Mhm.
It's
I've seen all the Fast and Furious movies,
you walk
lady.
outside, you want a pizza, you get your throat slit. Like that's the American experience or something. Like,
It's true.
Right, and
oh
I
man, I
didn't
really
get
want a
shot.
pizza. I might get my throat slit.
I guess a better explanation would be like you feel like pizza, you leave the house or your apartment,
And your dad
but you
kills you.
forget that you're in an apartment and you're on the top floor and you just fall
I'll fall
like
off.
Gamora.
It's my dream.
So
Anyway, next
do you
piece
get
of
it
news.
now? Do you get Gamora?
And that's why, JD, you were playing the original Nick Fury, not Nick Fury Jr.
Oh, I get it. But
Ah.
why did they make it Nick Fury Jr. instead of just using the ultimate Nick Fury?
Well, see, it's funny you bring that up, actually, because that's actually a separate universe, Nick Fury. Anyway.
There's a few rumors online. I couldn't find like a direct source, but a lot of people were talking about it, so I just thought it'd be fun to talk about the idea. The first Justice League movie in the DCU will be New Frontier.
Oh, that did that. So what the
What's your
fuck does that
source
mean?
on that, Eddie?
It just
Who
means like
said
the
that?
first big
I've seen people
crossover.
talk about that, but what does that
I've
mean?
seen
though?
so many people talk about it. I couldn't find like a direct source.
No, but what does that? The New Frontier? How?
Hmm.
How at all?
Sergeant Rock.
No.
Sergeant Rock.
Literally though.
Sergeant
It was
Rock.
all wait. It was all Sergeant Rock.
Sergeant
Maybe
Rock
just
That's
the
that.
always
idea
has
of
been.
like how they meet. They'll have like
But how do
Martian
they meet?
Manhunter and Batman doing like detective thing.
Martian
I guess they
Manhunter's not gonna
just
be in
meet
this
at the
movie.
end.
Yeah, but I don't get it though. The New Frontier is like a beginning and ending for one very specific story. It's like if we're like the new Justice League movie is going to be based on Watchmen. It's like what? What do you mean? Like I don't get how. I just don't understand how.
Also, New
Like,
Frontier
it's
is
like
a
the mood,
dramatic telling
the tone?
It's a
I don't know.
dramatic
The tone
telling
would
of
be
DC history leading up to like the Justice League. It's not like a story you can adapt and be like, oh, where are the cool action beats and who's the villain?
Yeah,
There
there's
isn't a
nothing.
villain.
Yeah,
There's Starro in the last page, and they blow
there's-
up an island.
yeah. They blow up an island. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't. What does that mean? People keep saying that. I bet those people haven't read the New Frontier.
Yeah.
They look
watch
up
the-
and
They're
they're
gonna
just
go,
like,
that-
oh, this looks cool.
They're like, that little girl's gonna say,
Yeah.
what?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, jump scare.
It is a jump scare.
Great book.
Yeah.
Great book.
Frank Grillo, who played Crossbones in the MCU, says he's a part of the DCU. He just
Yeah.
straight up says it. He
He
says
said he's going to
even-
be in Creature Commandos, right?
That's the
Oh,
rumor.
that doesn't
No,
count.
the actual
That doesn't
interview.
count.
Well, he's gonna play. He's gonna play. What's his name? Sergeant Rock.
No.
That'd actually be good. That'd actually be good.
No, I bet he's gonna play Rick Fury. I almost said
Rick Flags dad.
Flag
Fury.
Sr.
You
Yeah,
can look up the interview. It's on
Rick Flag's dad,
comicbook.com.
Rick Fury.
And they asked if he'd want to return to as Crossbones as like a variant. He's just like, well, I don't know.
You
'cause
blew
they told him-
up. You
as a
blew
variant,
up.
as a variant.
They all blow up.
Jonathan Majors variant.
But he basically goes like,
Uh,
well, you know, I was told that Crossbones would be a lot more of an important character in the future, but turns out they want to go in a different direction, which is why I went to the new DCU with James Gunn.
Dude,
That's
Zachary
basically
Levi
what he
said that same shit. He was like, Kevin Feige misled me into thinking that, you know, the Warriors 3 were going to
Androl.
be big. No, he didn't. No, like, there's no fucking way he was like, they're going to be a big thing. No one gives a fuck, Zach Levi. No matter who you play in
Crossbones-
these movies, you suck.
Did his thing.
Hunter,
I mean,
wait, Hunter's about to launch into his as a comic Thor fan. I actually like the Warriors 3. Go ahead, Hunter.
when they
Oh,
get
I read
slaughtered
War-
in
I was a
Ragnarok, that's
boy.
my favorite
I
part of
read
that
War
movie.
Thor with Volstagg.
Volstagg
So
holds
yeah.
the ultimate hammer.
yeah, I think
I like that arc.
it's
Fucking
like
nerds.
it does. Crossbones did his thing. Like if that happened today, if Civil War came out today, people would be treating him like Taskmaster, and they'd be like, they fucked up
They
Crossbones.
ruined Crossbones.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like he does his thing. What's the most interesting thing Crossbones ever did was like
Ever since you dropped the
be in a
building on my
position
face.
to get Captain America shot by
I've been
someone
waiting
else.
for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. That's true.
That was
after
literally
Civil War. That's
Yeah,
it.
to not kill Captain America himself. That was what he did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they continue, but it's funny that he just straight up
Well,
goes
in
like,
Ed
"Well, I'm in the
Brubaker's Captain
DCU."
America, he actually marries the Red Skull's daughter.
Yeah.
Who
but
would
she's
you
cooler.
want to
That's a
cast him as?
Nazi.
In the DC?
Yeah, I think
Uh,
Deathstroke would be cool.
I think Jonathan Kent.
Wait, which John Kent? The dad, like the grandpa?
Hey,
or
Tyler.
the
like-
son. The son.
The son. No.
Do you want to see my spot on Jonathan Kent senior impression? Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
it was. Just
Just
They'll have
yeah,
like
just
an
pretend
actual.
I'm about to get whipped.
They'll have a
Or
child
Jor-El.
play Jonathan Kent, but when he ages up to 17, he'll be played by
They'll get Frank Grillo.
It's
Yeah.
a 17-year-old John.
he played Martha. He
Do you
played
know what I
Martha
was,
and Jonathan?
Do you know what I thought was such a fucking time capsule that I looked at the other day? And it's maybe slightly embarrassing, but I love My Chemical Romance. I've brought this up before, right? Obviously. The other day I was listening to My Chemical Romance's cover of Bob Dylan's Desolation Row with the film clip directed by Zack Snyder for the Watchmen movie DVD. It's
that was
the
like the
most
most
time
deep dive, like
most time capsule shit you've ever fucking
God.
heard. It's like
Wow.
2009.
Specific.
Zack Snyder directing My Chemical Romance. The film clip is set in the Watchmen universe, and it was for the
and you
Watchmen movie.
and you were just rock hard the entire time. Loved it,
Yeah, I
right?
was selling postcards of the hanging.
Like
That's
your
the first
sergeant,
one.
your Sergeant Rock came out to play, right?
Well, here comes the blind commissioner. They've got him in a trance, you know.
You
One
were
hand is held to the
Sergeant Rock.
tightrope walker, the other's in his pants. It's
I
good
think-
stuff.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care who he plays. I don't care who he plays, though. Who cares? I almost said who cares about him, which is a very mean thing to say. But like, you know what I mean? He was
who cares?
Crossbones.
Oh, he could play Jaime Reyes. He could play Ted Cord. There you go.
Jamie.
Or Dan Garrett. He played the first Blue Beetle.
Dan Garrett. There you go.
My Adventures with Superman got a teaser trailer that's like 10 seconds.
5 seconds long. Yeah.
But,
Looks
it
cool.
looks, yeah, it looks
Jack
cool.
Quaid. Jack
It's,
Quaid.
it's good to see the show's
Like
happening.
Jack
Every single
Quaid.
comment was about Huey, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be good though. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It looks good. Like the animation's fun.
Symbol's
I
a
won't
little
watch
weird,
it.
but
I like the symbol.
oh, you
What's
won't
wrong with
watch
the
it,
symbol?
JD?
I won't watch it.
Why? You hate animation?
Don't watch
It's just
it.
for children, little kids,
watch
little babies.
No,
Should even be in the
Don't watch it.
Oscars.
Won't watch
What's
it.
wrong with the symbol? The symbol's kind of fun looking.
It's odd.
It's
I mean,
weird. It's
you're
different, but
kinda odd looking Hunter.
it's
We
kind
like
of
you.
fun looking. It's like that. That's fun.
It's like
think
very
that's
anime
fun.
inspired, right? Like
Is that
Yeah, I
really
think it's
that
cool.
bad?
It's not bad. I don't know.
Was the joke that bad?
Okay. Anyways, there's a Joker 2 set video where they're back at the stairs.
Boo,
And
baby,
Lady
we're back at the
Gaga's
stairs.
dancing down.
Lady Gaga. Do you think this is like a
Oh.
nightmare where he's like, you were there with me?
A Star is Born.
What if it's
There
like,
ain't no
remember
way.
in Joker? What if it was
they do that again?
Yeah, when he thought he was with Zazie Beetz, Domino or whatever,
Yeah.
but now Harley thinks that
I
she
don't
was
think
with
they'll do it
Joker the whole
again.
movie. That'd be so
Oh,
funny.
God.
I was
I
there the
think so.
whole time. Or what if he didn't
Listen-
realize he was there, but she
Hey,
actually was there? It's the opposite.
It was me,
Hey,
Arthur.
guys.
I was
I
watching.
think when Joker came out, people went to the theater like, "Wow, that was really
Joker
good."
did
But I
what?
think for this one, it's just gonna be funny when it's not meant
Oh,
to. be.
congrats to the Joker.
I think I'm actually kind
Oh,
of
that's
the
fun.
musical aspect of this kind of really has me. I'm not even joking. Like I want to see
Me
that.
too.
It sounds funny.
Okay, Tyler.
It sounds
Tyler, you
more
ready?
interesting. What?
Tell me something, girl.
It's not a
Are
musical.
you
though.
happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something searching for? I forget. I don't know the lyrics to this song. Yeah,
And then the girl
I'm
comes in.
searching
is this modern
He blew out
world?
Do
his
you think they'll do
microphone.
that in the movie?
No, I don't think
I
they
love
will.
it.
Exact
I love
song?
it.
They're definitely going to be
Wait,
singing
wait.
though, and it's going to be funny.
Oh yeah, they
Oh, the
will.
Joker's walking.
Joaquin Phoenix
famous.
actually has a good voice. When he played Johnny Cash in Walk the
Oh,
Line,
dude,
he's actually
Walk
got
the
a very
Line
good voice.
fucking rules.
I walk,
Yeah.
Dude, that
yeah.
that movie is ballin'.
He's got a great voice. Lady Gaga has a great voice. Like they're made for a musical. Fucking, I'm with it.
Sorry,
I'm with it too.
underrated moment there.
Fuck it, we
Underrated
ball.
moment is JD going, oh, he's really great in the Johnny Cash movie Walk the Line, and Tyler clearly sings the one Johnny Cash line he knows. He goes, I walk the line.
Why is that the one Johnny Cash lyric I know?
It's just funny because like that's the name of the movie. And then
Yeah,
you just,
I was just repeating it. I was just
It's
Oh,
so-
repeating
the Logan trailer. You said the
it.
Logan
Famous Johnny
trailer.
Cash song.
My favorite Johnny Cash song is Logan Trailer 2.
Logan Trailer.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Logan Trailer 1.
Yeah,
Oh, is
dumbass.
it?
Hunter.
Sorry
No,
about
is
that.
it- Wait, which is the one that has the way down we
That's number
go?
two.
Ah, that's
number
what I
two.
said. That's what I
number
said.
two.
That's what I
Number
said.
two.
That's what I
What's
said.
Number
next?
two.
What's next?
That's what
Lady
I said.
Gaga. She's great.
Well, I'm just
Lady
curious,
Gaga.
JD, is this the most
That's what I said.
anticipated superhero movie?
No, obviously Spider-Verse is.
Besides that?
Yes.
I like that.
You
Good,
think,
it's a
you think I
character.
give a fuck about Secret Wars? If there's no Doom, I'm not interested.
Guardians?
Doom
That's actually
Supremacy.
So I
Nice.
guess you're confused over
Guardians.
Yeah,
more
you don't
like-
get it.
More
You just
like
don't get
the-
Guardians.
The Wactians, am I right?
Shardians?
Fuck the Guardians. Yeah, Shardians. That's what I should have went with.
JD's gonna see Guardians 3 and be like, these are aliens. What's going on? They're in outer
What
space
else
up
should I be?
there.
What else should I be hyped for?
Ew.
Blue Beetle? Yikers! More like Blue Mid. Old
What with the Flash, your favorite character? He's gonna
Flash?
Mid
Flash. More like Ezra Miller. We need to talk about Ezra.
Daredevil born again?
Ezra Midler.
Oh, nice. Ezra Miller.
Daredevil,
What else? What else is there?
Midville, born to mid.
Kang
yeah.
Dynasty.
Oh, dude.
Vincent Midofrio.
Yeah, mid.
The
mid as fuck, dude.
mid-dynasty.
Punisher. More like Frank Midsel. I'm glad he lost his family.
Cass. Oh my god.
Should be.
Wait,
hang on.
What else? Is Superman Legacy? Superman Legacy?
Superman Legacy, more like James Gunn's a pervert in 2009.
Man, you
Oh,
just
no.
you
Oh,
hate
no,
every
no.
movie except for Joker 2.
Joker 2. No, I genuinely
Joker
think,
2.
like, I feel like I'm
Follow
gonna love
and
Joker
mid.
2. I genuinely think I'm gonna
It's just
love
because they're
Joker.
gonna
It's like it
sing
was
Frank
made for
Sinatra,
you.
you'll start crying.
Oh, I'll cry. Like you wouldn't get it.
It's gonna be like another. It's gonna be your La La Land again.
Oh, I will.
It's gonna. Oh my god! It's literally gonna
My
be
La La Land
Joker, but
poster
La La
right there.
Land.
I will-
Holy
I will
shit!
The entire
Or
theater
it's-
cheered when Andrew Garfield came out when Cap grabbed the hammer. That's gonna be JD the entire movie.
I'll do a backflip in
Yeah.
the theater when Lady Gaga and Joker start singing.
That's crazy.
Yes,
This is
yes.
literally La La Land, but Joker.
That's injected straight into my veins.
City
Alright.
of Stars.
City of Scars. City of
City of
Scars.
haha.
Oh,
City of a star. City of
City of
stars
Stars.
are born. Oh, dude, I'm ready. Injected into my veins.
This is
There we
your
go.
movie. I can't believe
I walked the line.
Once
That's
again,
all
you're
I
finally
injecting
did.
into your
made a-
veins. You're
made a
injecting a lot of
comic
shit
book
into your
movie.
veins this week.
Fuck it, man. Send it. Full send.
Jesus.
Full,
Full send.
They're
full
just
send.
movies. They're fictional
Bloodshot
stories,
is
man.
coming to the island, and he's gonna go full send.
You think Bloodsport will be in Joker 2?
I have
Hey,
zero
Bloodsport.
doubt. Do you want to
It'll
take
be
that
in Superman
$800 bet
Legacy.
now?
Hey, Bloodsport.
If he doesn't parachute and land onto the steps, and then
Superman
bow, bow,
Legacy
bow.
ends with him getting shot with a kryptonite bullet, and it goes to like Bloodsport holding it, and then you see text saying like 2018.
CNN.
You're
By
just
the way,
seeing the
CNN,
year
the
he
Suicide
shot.
By the
him.
way, Bloodsport, like in his first comic appearance in the John Byrne run, is like the dumbest fucking character. He's like what, like a Vietnam vet who's like upset about
He's
like
got that red bandana that looks
yeah,
really
like
dumb.
he like robs a bank or something. It's dumb.
John Burns.
Well,
said,
there's a
"What?"
lot of bad guys that rob banks.
Yeah,
It's a common super. I mean, isn't that what? That's what your precious rogues do.
Wait a minute. Why don't they just keep superheroes at the bank? That would make way more sense.
Well, the banks have
Precious
buttons, don't they?
rogues.
Remember, there's like an early Avengers issue where the banks just have a button that just calls the Avengers.
Is that
and
like
the
a
Avengers will
1963
show up.
Avengers issue or like
Yeah,
that
like the
sounds
19
awesome.
yeah. It's literally, but
Stanley
the bank
Master-
will have a button, a big red
an
button,
Avengers button?
and then the
With the A on it?
Avengers will show
That's
up.
that's a Stan Lee masterclass right there.
Yeah, like a regular robber will show up, and then Thor will just flatten them, like just
Fucking the
completely
Hulk goes
flatten them.
flying out.
Yeah, exactly. You could just press that button and get some autographs, even.
Hulk not stupid. Yeah.
Such a good stuff.
Just you saying your precious rogues was so funny.
Yeah.
Precious Rose.
Your precious rogues.
Sounds like a
You gotta say it's
villain
Michael
there.
Caine though.
Your precious rogues.
All those push-ups, and you can't even.
My favourite is Captain Cold. His sister died.
That's actually great. I don't know if it's a good impression. It just sounds funny.
It's funny.
Just
It's funny.
one. It's just funny. Yeah, I don't know that it's
I
necessary.
don't know that any of
I
Harper's impressions are
imagine
actually
him as
good. They're
Alfred.
funny.
Yeah, that I think JD's spot on. None of my impressions are ever accurate. They're just
Yeah,
very
they're
loud.
They're funny.
I just imagine him telling this to Bruce as Bruce is like looking at the computers in his dark night cave where it's just like the white lights on the ceiling and like an empty garage.
Heatwave's family burned down to the ground. Okay.
A mirror
Bruce,
the
like,
size of a tangerine.
Bruce is not paying attention. He's like, yeah, okay, that's good, Alfred. That's good.
He had a staff. It changed the weather.
I got powers in the new 52. It looked cool, but it felt wrong.
I like Francis Manipul on that book.
Oh, good gosh.
I would even bet Michael Caine doesn't know what the Flash is. Like even
Not-
after
there's
having
no
done
way that's
3
possible.
DC
There's
movies,
no way that's possible.
I bet he doesn't.
I
I,
think
bet
it's
he forgot
very
what Batman
possible.
is.
I
No,
think
You
that's
ask him what
very-
Batman is, he has no idea. I bet.
I think that's very.
I was
possible
in
that
the
he would have
dark
no
Did I ever
Right,
tell you
no,
guys
Batman.
that I went to the View once and I saw Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman?
What?
Did I ever tell you guys
The
that?
View, as in the
The
show.
View is in like the
Yeah,
the
with like Whoopi
ladies'
Goldberg. And, yeah.
What? Why?
It was like a school trip, and we met Whoopi Goldberg. That was cool. But
Isn't she
literally
like a
Michael
cunt
Caine,
though? Isn't she like
Yeah,
a
well,
cunt?
not to us. I mean, I'm not even gonna get on the. But she was
Wait,
like,
so
we
Morgan
met,
Freeman and
and Michael Caine were on, yeah. And I
What
was
did
just like,
she
oh my
do?
god,
What did
Alfred's right
Whoopi
there.
Goldberg
you've
do? I
told
don't
you've
remember.
told me about like how you experienced Secret Wars 1,000 fucking times, but
Yeah,
I've never
but-
heard this story.
Michael Caine was right there. He was right there.
Dude,
And I threw a
I-
rock
And
at
you
him.
gave him a
I
tangerine.
threw a ruby the size of a tangerine at him.
I just googled this like it's written by Zeb Wells. I just wrote, "What did
What
Whoopi
did Whoopi
Goldberg
do?"
do?" I had to find out.
But yeah,
The first
That
thing that
happened-
pops up
Oh,
is
that was a thing that
shopping
happened in my
with
life.
The Amazing
Said?
Spider-Man.
what'd she say?
That's what she
A
said.
ruby.
She's
Are we in comics yet?
Just about there's two more things, short things. Dan
That's
Slott Spider-Man series
crazy.
announced that Spider-Boy
Spider-Boy.
is Peter Parker's sidekick, and
Why are
he's
you
from
so interested in this,
616.
Hunter? I feel like
Yeah, you're
very
really interested in this.
Because he's from 616. It's like
What's
that's-
weird about that?
Who cares?
Yeah, but Spider-Verse is usually where they
What,
come
what,
from.
what was the, wasn't there a sidekick in the Tom Taylor Spider-Man series?
Yeah, there was, but there's also been a
Spider-Fuck or
previous
something like
sidekick that Spider Fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also been a previous sidekick that that Dan Slott did like 10 years ago too, and that was Alpha. Nobody remembers
Yeah.
Alpha. Nobody's
Does
gonna remember
anybody
Spider Boy.
care? Is anybody gonna care a year from now? No.
No, but nobody's gonna
So-
care a month from now.
Yes, I don't know why
Jade-
Hunter has sent this like 3 times. Who cares?
I sent
You did
it
send it.
once.
No, you've
J-
sent it
J-
like you did send it like twice or something
Yeah.
like
J-
that.
JD,
Yes,
JD,
yes.
Alpha.
Alpha and Omega's Kingdom Come. Johnny Cash.
No, it was Walking Dead cunt.
Oh.
No, Harper's saying he's an alpha.
Hot
now.
diggity dog. This place is magnificent.
This kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
And the last thing is Joshua Williamson announced that he is writing Batman and Robin starting September.
I
ongoing
love
series.
Hunter. I don't even mean this as an insult. I love the way you say his name. You always go
Joshua
Joshua
Williamson.
Williams.
Hey,
Writing
You said it-
Batman and Robin. First time Batman and Robin's had a series since I guess
Tom Massey's in the New
right?
52?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a good one.
it was a good one. So that this is Damien
There
and
hasn't
Bruce
been
again.
a bad Batman and Robin series because the Grant Morrison one's also good.
Mhm. You gonna read it?
I don't know.
It's Damien, right? So they're gonna be
It
like
is.
friends again, though, right?
Yeah.
Like him
Yeah.
and his dad. So that sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna read it, but it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kinda-
Bruce will probably say he's friends with Damien, but if you ask Damien who's your best friend, will he say his dad?
I'll say John Kent.
No, you'll say John.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I mean, they are like on speaking terms again because they
Yeah.
haven't been for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, kind of cool for Williamson. He's written Batman. He's written Robin. Now he's writing Batman and Robin. Good for
he
him.
writes a really good Robin too.
He
So.
writes- he
he's
writes
the
a
only
lot.
one that seems to care about Damien now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So
The
Is
kind,
it-
the way that
Williamson's
Tomasi was in
good.
the New 52, though, where he was the only one who really cared about,
He
Damien.
he
so.
made Damien way better.
Yeah. So I mean,
well, same with Super Sons. He also did that.
Mhm.
yeah.
He
so
liked Damien.
Yeah.
Someone's
So
gonna like Damien.
I'll probably check it out.
Not me.
Yeah. And that's the news. Now we are on comics. So JD.
Batman 134. Let's go through the reveals. All right, we're in an alternate world where Bruce Wayne isn't Batman.
Let's go through the reveals. There's multiple.
Go through the
There's
reveals.
multiple reveals, right? So
Page 1, Lizzo and Jack Black. Page 2, Christopher Lloyd.
so in this, well, we got a Gotham Knights poster.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that was a great start for how the book was going to be.
That's so weird to see.
Doesn't
Are
it look
you
like a
the
Twilight
Joker's
2012
daughter?
poster?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fuck it. That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
So in this alternate world, Batman's teaming up with Selena Kyle, and he's like, "Oh, I'm still in love with her, but she's not my Selena." So it's like, okay, that's something. So who's locked up in this asylum as Batman walks through? He's trying to get to the Red Mask. Who are the most dangerous people in the universe that would need to be locked up? Of course, we get
If there's even a 1% chance.
Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, who's just
Excellent.
crazy. He's crazy and he's behind a cell. And
Ding,
then we
ding,
get
ding, 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 ding.
then we get the Flash, who's all Speed Force, and he's like, "Let me out, let the lightning out."
Am I
was
too
like-
soon? I'm too soon.
So this is. But then
It's
we
not
get the
the
reveal
blueprint.
of, all right, we're finally going to figure out who Red Mask is. And you guys got a 50-50 shot of getting who it is.
It's Jason Todd.
He's the
It's Jason-
Joker.
it's Jason-
Yeah.
Oh, what? There
He's
you
the
go.
Pretty Joker who looks like
So-
Arsenal. It's
So
like
he
Roy
worked
Harper.
in
Yeah.
chemicals, right? And then his chemicals got sabotaged, and now he's all sick. So what happened? First of all, can we get a little bit more on the nose? His purple and green suit in the fucking like business lobby. Like, come on.
It's kind of hard though.
Yeah.
So then who does he
Respect.
become? He becomes the Joker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Oh.
In a
He's like-
Batman book.
there are threads through the multiverse that connects us always together. And it's like,
I-
oh,
Someone needs to
multiverse
like
is a
jot down
concept of
every
which we
time
know
the time every
frighteningly
time the word
little.
multiverse has been said or written in the past 2 years.
too
It would
many.
if you took a shot every time, it would kill you.
It's too many.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Batman, the Red Mask gets away, and Batman's got to fight. He's got to fight who's the best, and he says, "You're the best." So who would be the best person for Batman to fight? Right? You're thinking you're going through the Batman's rogue gallery. You're like, maybe it'd be
Deathstroke.
Like Ra's al Ghul.
Fights?
Like, who's it
Fist
gonna
fights?
be? Do you guys have any
Ghostmaker?
guess of who it's gonna be?
Calendar
Ghostmaker?
Man.
Fucking Ghostmaker.
Oh,
Of
it
course-
is.
of-
Wow.
Of course, it was
Oh,
Ghostmaker.
I
He's
actually
a
like
new
Ghostmaker.
character.
He says
that's
you're the
very
best.
funny.
The Ghostmaker.
Yeah, he's a new
Ghostmaker's not the
character. Of
best.
course he is.
Ghostmaker sucks.
Well, because they're gonna kiss soon. They're gonna make out soon.
I think they are.
What is Ghostmaker's real name? Does anybody even know?
Ghost. I thought his
Keith.
name was Ghost. Oh, what
Ghost.
is his name? So
I
dumb. I
thought
made
I
the
did
joke.
know.
That's the second time I made the joke right now.
He's John Cena.
Ghost.
You can't see him.
Ghost
All right, so-
Maker name DC.
So what does an
Comics.
alternate DC tale need more than anything, right? What is the most common thread of alternate?
Oh my
DC
god, I can't
tales?
say the
Min
name. Minkoa Koa Khan.
Minkoa, yeah.
Evil
What-
Superman.
Minkoa Khan.
Evil Superman, because
Yo!
every multiverse tale needs
Oh.
an evil
It looks like
Superman.
a, is that not a Mazo? That looks like
And
a
he's wearing,
Mazo.
he's wearing all
Can't
green, but he's
stop.
Clark. So
It looks
what
like a
does Batman?
Mazo.
So what does Batman do to scare off this evil Superman? Because he goes, I can't
Kryptonite
fight.
ring.
Not
Kryptonite ring.
Kryptonite ring. He
You're
goes-
letting him kill
he-
Martha.
He says, I walk as a man, but I am your nightmare. And he rolls his eyes behind his head. and
Like
just
the
yells at
Undertaker?
Superman. And
It was the
Superman,
Undertaker.
and Superman gets really scared and just flies away. He's like, you rolled your eyes behind your head. And Batman's like, fucking got him.
Tie 5 Batman
Oh.
runs, right?
He's
Tie
scared.
5 Batman
okay.
run.
Yeah.
So now we're back to fighting. Now we're back to fighting Ghostmaker. And yeah, I hate it. I hate
It's a
it.
bad name, isn't it? It's a bad name.
Ghostmaker. Well, I guess it's accurate though, right? He kills people.
Yeah, he does kill people.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Ghostmaker sucks.
I don't mind him. I don't mind Ghostmaker. I kind of like his
So
character.
we got
But he's-
yeah. Ghostmaker, we've got Evil Superman, we've got Joker as the Red Mask, right? Like we're on a pretty good trail here. And
JD,
then,
you said you were sweating today. 'Cause
I'm
of the
so
heat?
concerned.
I don't think it was because of the heat.
it was because of this book.
Yeah. Because
And
you just
when
couldn't.
Batman-
you just
When
you were
Batman
so
rolled his eyes behind his head and
stressed.
said, "I'm
It
a
was so
Are
nightmare,"
you
I was like,
sure it's not because you keep like pumping things into your veins or whatever? Like,
It's
maybe
true.
you just
Probably
have
that
a heart
too.
attack.
Like, those are movies, man.
Yeah.
in the backup story, which might be the better story, I don't know. Superman poses as Batman, so people think that Batman's still alive. But
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
Batman-
Oh, it's
if Bat-
it's.
but if Batman was missing for a
um,
week, would any criminal in Gotham be like, "Oh, I guess he's gone"? Like,
the
no.
DC animated
Yeah.
universe. They did that.
Yeah, and then Robin gets like this new, like he wears a big arm.
I did
It's
see
like,
that.
Oh.
What the fuck is that about?
That's
I think
awful.
it's like his way to travel
Who
through
is that?
time. It's like a tachyon.
It's Tim.
Who is that? It's Tim.
It's Tim. So
Okay.
so Tim decides he's going to travel the multiverse to find Bruce. but he ends up in some desert and he sees his mom and him and his mom like just,
Oceans
like,
to Ocean starts playing.
so it's weird, like him and his mom like are sitting with each other, and like, you know, like she died in like the beginning of his Robin run, like back in the 90s. Like she's kind of never been a big character in his life, obviously. So then like he has like his whole like, oh, I might not have your dad, but I have a family to take care of me. And he's just like looking off in the distance. I can only imagine in the moment his mom's like, can you fucking make eye contact with me? Like,
Yeah, can you
I
talk to
haven't seen
me?
my son in 20 years.
Or does she say like, "Hey, what happened to your dad? Did he get loaded up with fucking boomerangs in his chest or whatever?"
Yeah, did your dad get
I
killed
have
by
a family
a
to take
shit
care of
Flash
me.
villain?
And yeah, and then
But he was fat this time.
That villain is my favorite.
so then we get probably the
Boomerang.
cringiest moment of this entire issue.
Here we go.
He's about to leave, and then Tim's mom goes, "Wait, before you go, what does the R stand for?" And Tim goes, "Robin." And Tim's mom goes, "Of course. Like my favorite poem, I read it at my mother's funeral, your grandmother. If I shouldn't be alive when the Robins come, give the one in red cravat a memorial crumb. I'm glad I was alive for this." And Tim goes, "Me too." Are we doing the Dark Knight Rises? Like, oh, they used to call him Robin. Like,
Yeah.
No, but in the Dark Knight Rises,
should
his
use-
legal name is
Yeah, his
Robin.
legal name is Robin.
His
You should
birth
use
and
his
then,
real
and then
name.
now we got
Robin.
Tim going. Is
The
Tim gonna
toy
see
box?
President Superman and Vampire Batman? Like, are
Vampire
we gonna do our
Batman.
typical fucking?
Nah.
Oh, is that
Goes hard.
Gotham by Gaslight Batman and Kingdom
we got
Come
we got,
Batman?
we got Red Sun in the bottom because we always
Yeah.
gotta do Red Sun.
Okay.
We got
Neil
Vampire
Adams.
Batman because we always gotta do Vampire Batman. Like
Gotham by Gaslight.
Gotham by Gaslight. Like
I actually read Gotham by Gaslight this week.
I hate the multiverse. I think I hate it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, the multiverse. Yeah.
The biggest Flash
DC,
fan
okay.
here, and you hate the multiverse.
I hate the
DC
multiverse.
multiverse
No, 'cause the
sucks.
multiverse has been abused, but it's the same four worlds.
Actually, like in your defense, JD, it feels like the Flash uses the multiverse the least. Like they talk about it a lot, but they don't explore it a hell of a lot.
Right.
They don't
The DC
explore it.
multiverse sucks though.
I,
The
Yeah.
Marvel
I
one's
really,
cool.
I
The
really
DC
did not
one
like this issue of. I really did not like
can
this issue of Batman. And
jump
like,
out of a roof.
I feel
Really,
like I
we can.
I feel like I
Tell.
could drop this book, which is bizarre because I
Whoa.
thought like.
Well, when is
Zdarsky-
Jorge coming back?
I don't even know.
Jamie.
It's
Not the
George.
next one, but the one after that. He's back.
So okay, so that'll be at least pretty, right?
Yeah.
Who's drawing this
Pretty's
book right now?
Pretty's not enough for me.
Oh,
this is-
jeez.
Hawthorne?
Wow,
Pretty's
I
not
need a
enough
bit
for
of
me.
personality.
Yeah,
This is why you're
Pretty's-
single, fuckhead.
Pretty's not enough for me. Oh, JD.
That's not why I'm single. There's many reasons why I'm single. I'm doing a comic book podcast.
Elaborate. Oh,
God
right.
damn
Yeah, no, that'll do it.
Oh, I collect hot
Okay.
toys and I keep them in cases, and I love Jack Black and Lizzo in The Mandalorian. And
That's
Okay,
not
JD,
me. This is
JD,
mischaracterization.
You say you hate the multiverse, but you also just finished probably the greatest multiverse story ever made.
Secret Wars sweeps, no cap, bussin' for real. Jonathan Hickman masterclass. Tyler was right all along. You're a loser.
always am.
You're wrong.
Always am.
Loser.
It's literally I'm always right. How often am I wrong about these things?
Has Tyler
Secret
ever
Wars-
missed? This man does not miss.
It's true. It's the truth. It's literally
Tyler-
the truth. and It's
Tyler,
Let me
facts.
think.
Would you
What?
recommend the Bible to an atheist?
What?
Let me think.
See
Let
if
me
he
think.
misses or if he hits here.
Would I recommend the Bible? I mean, there's a lot of great stories
So the
in
Flash
there.
number 796.
We
You
should
just
do,
have to
we
read
should,
the Bible's pages 700 through 8,000, and that's it.
we,
just those
we should
pages.
just do like a random episode one day. Like listeners open up YouTube and it's just a hero story Bible talk. It's like
Yeah, we're
4
doing the
hours
book club.
long.
Yeah, Heroes
Stop.
Talk book club, the
Revelations
Bible.
11:17.
The Bible. I really like the story of Job. Well, me personally.
I think the
yeah.
live action adaptation of these specific stories.
Yeah,
So-
I just
so-
don't
But
think.
do you think
could
this is
teach
literal?
that
Do
many
you think he
people to
actually did
fish.
this, or you think they're kind of like?
So Flash
There is
796.
no way. I call absolute cap on his body being turned into bread or whatever.
I like when Jesus.
So you're
rode the
telling me this is
skateboard out of
really
the cave
Jesus?
to Pearl Jam.
This thing in my hand is really
You
Jesus.
tell me this is his blood because it just
So-
tastes like grapes.
So, so Flash 795 ended with Wally waking up on Planet Flash, and all the Heroes in Crisis characters were there. Right?
Oh my god, it's that guy.
Oh, wait,
No
Citizen
whoa.
Steel.
That's
Every-
Oh my god, it's that
Everybody-
other guy. It's that other guy that
It's
drugs
the
that guy in
Green
the back.
Boy.
Everybody
Boy.
except for Roy and Poison Ivy from Heroes in Crisis are there.
Wait,
right?
yeah, are those all the characters that died in Heroes in
Hey,
Crisis?
hey
It's
Jenny, I'm not gonna lie. I really would have liked to read that. I would have liked to see that.
All right, unplug your headphones because I'm about to spoil the ending of 1 Minute War. Go take a lap. Go.
Nah. I'll listen. I'm really excited. I'm gonna start reading this week. But now,
There's
spoil it for me.
gonna be a lot of spoilers ahead. Like I'm literally going by the issue.
How big are the spoilers?
I'm literally going by the issue.
Okay,
I'm blowing
no,
your
do it. Fuck it.
headphones.
No, I'm here, baby.
Okay, you got to spoil. I don't care. So
Wally dies.
Wally dies. Here's the Crisis 2, the Electric Boogaloo. No, so,
I truly don't think there's anything you can say that will really like shock me that much.
So
Okay,
he
let's
goes,
go.
he
To
goes
his
to this
jaw.
planet Flash, right? And he's like, "What the fuck? These are all the people who like died in Heroes in Crisis." And Gold Beetle's like, "Yeah, you told me to bring them here from the first arc." Which he like whispered something to her in the first arc that you can't see what he says. So I guess that's what he said. So all the people who died in Heroes in Crisis actually got taken out of the moment and brought to this like planet.
Oh
And
my
she goes,
fucking
"Oh, I
god!
couldn't get-
Come on.
How much did they
Because
hate that story?
He goes,
Like, I
couldn't
get it.
I couldn't get Roy because he was too close to the explosion, but I got everyone else. And it's like
See, they've not only retconned that Wally didn't like. I get that people don't like it, but Wally
you
didn't
retconned
do it.
it's almost too
They
much now.
didn't die,
Right.
and also
Yeah.
Wally, and also Reverse Flash did it. Made him cover it up.
Avatar.
whispered into his ear.
Savitar
Right.
did it,
Savitar was there
and then
as
they
well.
saved all their friends from it too.
Right.
And also Eobard told him to clear it up or to cover it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roy's
I
alive
really
now,
didn't feel
too.
the need for this to be in 1 Minute War. Like I just it felt really weird to me that this was like in the beginning of the issue.
The whole event
They
of
are
this retcon.
burying that story. Jesus. I
They-
mean, like,
they're
I'm
burying
happy,
it.
but like, just retcon it once.
Just bring them back to life.
Well, so
Who cares?
These
It's
characters were all
Lagoon
killed by
Boy.
these characters were all killed by Wally West. So what do?
No, but they
fucking
were
team
though.
up with him,
apparently.
and they're like, "Let's take down the Fraction together." So they all fight the Fraction, including
kinda
everyone's
cool.
favorite character, Caveman Flash, who's riding a dinosaur, whose only line is
Fuck
"Ugh."
yeah.
And his name is ugh, and his every
Mhm.
line is ugh.
Mhm.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it. Nah,
He had like
I'm,
a whole issue about it.
fuck that. Demon in a bottle. What? Give me man on Raptor going.
Ugh, give me ugh.
Caveman Flash. So basically, the Flash family decides we're gonna Fast and Furious this bitch. We got to team up with the family. If we overcharge the battery, it'll send the Fraction back in time, and it'll undo everything they've done. If we just overcharge the battery. So, I mean, all right, fine. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go. But the guy who kind of looks like Mr. Sinister is like, no, that can't happen. I need to stop them from overcharging that
Doesn't
battery.
really-
It looks like
And-
Gru from that profile view.
and Wally West is like, not if I have anything to say about it, and I do. So he locks that guy away, and yeah. So the Flash family overcharges the battery, and all of a sudden everything reverses back to the beginning of this arc. So the 1
So-
minute is back.
What was the 1 minute war? Like, what happened? I don't get. Why was it a minute?
They were fighting the
An
Fraction.
alien force comes into Earth because they know there's a large force of Speed Force there. They put a drill into the Earth, and they're trying to absorb all the Speed Force. They're trying to get every single person who has Speed Force in
my
them as a
God.
battery.
I hate the Speed Force, dude. I hate it. You could
They're
drain
knocking
the
you-
Earth. You can put a big drill into the Earth and just suck it out. You can
do
take
what?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, what? What did I say?
So anyway, they're like, all right, we did it. We reversed time. Like everything's good. They kind of like the main villain from the Fraction. They kind of set him up so he's like frozen in time, but you can
Decimal point. Yeah.
use him again if you want. So then the way this arc started was Iris
You fight
proposed to
with
Barry,
ratio.
but then time froze and then she like looked like she died. So now time went back a minute, right? So now Iris is still alive, but she just thinks that Barry ran off on her. So typical Iris fashion, she's like, "Oh, I can't believe it." And then Barry
Oh, it's
comes running up.
CWRs.
Barry comes running up and he's like, "Yes, I'll marry you." So they decide they're gonna get
Oh.
married. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I thought she was
Lewis.
going to be grumpy at him.
No,
They're finally
Barry
getting
and Iris
married.
gonna
We
get
are the
married.
Flash.
And
They're
then
finally gonna get married.
and then it ends with a barbecue at the Flash family house. And it's
Where's Alfred on
Why does that
drums?
always
Where's Alfred on the
happen?
drums?
Of course it does.
and
Every
Alfred,
4
and Alfred's
volumes.
there. And
This
Alfred's there.
literally, yeah.
The Flash
Alfred
family
actually there.
cookout. Like,
yeah.
Now the interesting thing is the epilogue here. Max is ready to run back to the Speed Force, and Bart's like, "Hey man, I want to join you.
Yeah.
Like wherever you're going, I'm going with you." So they journey
fuck
off
yeah.
together. And I don't know if they're setting up a second book. That's going to be the B story. I mean, he's only got 3 issues left, so I don't know how you could wrap that up. But
I think that's just like sending those characters for another writer.
the 1 minute war, right? It's all right. Like, listen, I get it, right? It was like it's a really big arc, and like it used the Flash family, and I love that. I love that you use all these.
But who's
characters,
arguing
but, like,
for it? Like, who are you arguing for right now? Like, nobody did it.
No, there's a lot of people online who like when this started, they're like, "This is
Yeah.
a top 10 Flash story." Like,
Oh, Hunter. Okay. No,
what?
I did see people on Reddit
like,
saying, "Now that it's
the
done, what did you
Twitterverse-
think?" And people were
right,
going,
like,
"It's really
the
good."
Twitterverse is like, "This is great. This was an amazing Flash story." I think it's fine, but I don't think it like did anything. Like, it's nothing like that you'd go back to and be like, "Oh, that was the fucking arc," you know. I love that he used the characters, but like
Okay.
it's fine, you know.
Damn.
Its biggest impact is, I guess, Barry and Iris are going to get married. I guess, you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that even happens.
I at least like the way that Barry said it. He said like, "I want to, you know, grow old and have kids with you and retire."
You're
with
my
you," like,
lightning
he-
rod.
Basically, yeah. we are the Flash, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
1 Minute War is done. Jeremy Adams has 797, 798, 799, 3 regular issues, and then whatever's going to be an 800. So we'll see what he does with his last few issues.
Do we know what he's doing?
I think the next one's something about Wallace and Damien and John appear. I think.
Oh
Something like
yeah,
that.
isn't it like young John?
Yeah, it's something like that. Like the original Super Sons appear. I don't know how that's gonna work, but
It's fun.
Okay, we'll see.
yeah, 1 minute war. It's fine. I feel like it could have been a grander arc, but it's fine.
This week, Harper said that he was reading something. We're like, "Oh, you're reading comics. What are you reading?" And he
Oh,
said, "I'm
finally.
not telling. I'm not telling anyone."
Wait, should
It's
I
a
should I
secret.
just say what Peter did on Spider-Man real quick?
Oh yeah, do
Yeah.
that first. Yeah, please.
Peter, so this is Amazing Spider-Man issue. What fucking issue is this?
23?
9/17, 23. Yeah. So Peter wakes up after he's been catapulted out of that universe where Paul and MJ are fucking right now, and they're like he goes to the Baxter building and he's like, "Let me go into Reed's lab so I can find a way to get into there." And they're like, "Well, we heard there was a big explosion and you were like walking away from it, so we think you might have caused that nuke. So we're gonna hold you here for a minute." And then he's like, Peter's like, "Johnny, Ben, what the fuck are you talking about?" And they're like, "Captain America's gonna come over. He's gonna like, smooth this all over." So Peter runs away. He runs into Captain America, and Cap's like, "Hey man, just give us like 5 minutes." And he punches Cap in the face,
Why
takes
would
his
you do
shield
that?
from him, and shield bashes him in the face.
Why would you
and
do that?
disappears and goes to Norman Osborn and asks him for help.
Oh, you idiot! Just explain. Just 10 seconds. Go. This happened, Paul.
No, he
blah,
goes,
blah, blah,
"There's
that's
no
it."
time."
There is
Because-
time though.
Trust
because the thing
Norman
is, he was in
Oh
he
my
was in the other universe for like a couple of weeks, and then he comes out and it's only been an hour in real life. So he's like, "Oh no, MJ's been in there and she's fucking
For you, it was
Paul."
5 years.
So-
For me, it was 5 hours. Oh,
Yeah.
Paul. Wow, it works.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's Spider-Man.
That's
Ooh,
horrendous.
that's
I-
what I'm talking about,
Sounds
baby.
awful.
Trusting Norman
I-
Osborn over the
Over the
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four, dude. The Fantastic Four are in the first issue of Spider-Man. They've
He
known
literally
him
tries-
for
he
longer
literally
than
tries to join
Norman.
them.
Yeah,
But
pretty
I
much.
Basically
hate nothing
family.
more. I
Yeah,
hate
they're
nothing
family.
more when these things can just be like it's like
Pete-
3 words would explain it.
yeah.
MJ
Like, a
stuck
post-it note.
a dimension.
A post-it
oh,
note.
okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. They really think Spider-Man set off this explosion. Why would he do
He's
that?
Spider.
Yeah,
You've known him.
why
Since-
would
Yeah, he's
Peter
a
do it?
terrorist now.
You've
Yeah.
known him since he was 15 years old.
Do you guys think, by the way, they've been showing off like a lot of covers for 25, which is supposed to be like the big reveal. And
Yeah.
a lot of the covers have been MJ focused. Do you think they're really going to kill her off? Like, is that going to be the big reveal?
I think
That's
it's gonna be
May.
May.
It's
She'll
May.
go back into the other universe or something, or she's been dead the whole
May.
time.
She's a scroll.
She's the oh. Okay, here's my actual theory because this is stupid enough that they might actually fucking do this. The MJ that went into that other universe, Paul kidnapped her, cloned her, put her in a stasis tube, and the MJ that comes out is a clone MJ.
I hate
Oh,
clones.
God.
Clones is the
Oh,
worst.
That
part of
sounds like
Spider-Man.
something they
By
could
far
do.
the
The
worst.
That sounds like something they might do. Or MJ's been a
Worse.
clone since like the 1970s or something. It's gonna be clone related.
Oh my!
my
Can you
God.
imagine that? Everything.
Yeah,
Oh my!
that's what
God,
that's what I'm gonna that's what I'm gonna
Of
say.
It was a
course.
scroll that got dropped off.
I
the
hope that's
bridge
right.
When Stacy never
I
died.
hope that's right.
Oh my! God.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the
it was
reveal is
It was a clone version of Mary Jane Watson
Oh.
dressed as Gwen Stacy, who was killed, and the real Gwen Stacy's just been in a tube the whole time.
Since the 60s,
Maybe the-
it's just been
yeah,
maybe the
shown.
reveal is that Mysterio has also been MJ and he's been fucking Peter
It
for
was me,
decades.
Peter.
Oh my god!
You
But now
see,
he
I
uh,
was
has
thinking
cancer.
it'd be a cool reveal if they
Again?
revealed that
You would have cancer again.
that Trouble and Marvel are canon.
Or
That
canon.
might be the twist.
That'd
might
be so
twist.
genius.
I think
Wouldn't it?
the twist of what did Peter do is his daughter's gonna be running away and he's gonna be like, oh, Mayday, Mayday.
Oh, $800. I'll
Fucking
take that bet.
Marvel.
this
My
is a
God.
joke. You guys see the variant cover that JRJR did
Greg
for
Land?
25?
The Spider-Man, the MJ, like the Amazing Fantasy one, where it's MJ and there's also Peter, or MJ and
Is
there's also
it good or
Gwen.
bad?
Here, I'll
It's-
send it in the chat here. It's recreating the Amazing Fantasy cover. He did
Yeah.
2 of them, but it's like he's holding Gwen in one, he's holding MJ in the other. It's like he's holding them like they're criminals. Though.
Yeah, look at it's
that was
weird.
the point of that cover. Is he's holding a
Oh, what the
criminal,
fuck?
and now he's holding his.
Those are so weird. That's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, it's very yeah.
It's like you do realize that he's holding like someone who robbed a bank there.
Yeah, MJ Gwen, come for a swing with me. He's just
Let me
barely
just
holding on.
Just
hold
holds it like
on.
this. That's funny.
MJ looks very excited, like she's smiling. Gwen's just like, holy fuck, the bridge,
Gwen-
the bridge.
Wait,
Yeah,
which
Gwen's
one?
like, I'd sure hate to fall.
Gwen only
Yeah.
has one outfit too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, she
shit.
only just has that one headband.
The one
though.
headband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MJ's fringe. MJ's fringe always looks like fucking Gail's fringe in Scream 2.
It's literally
Is
like
it Scream 2 or
he
Scream
just-
3 where she has the fucked hair?
I think it's 3.
Oh, it's Scream. Yeah, it's Scream 3.
3,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what she
Yeah.
looks like.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
All right, Harper, I'm ready for the
Yeah,
reveal. What did Harper
It's
do?
Harper. What did Harper read?
It was the
Before I
Bible.
get to it. Before I get to that,
Spider-Man.
I finally finished Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise and it changed my life. It's the best comic book ever written.
We did hear that. We
Wow.
heard a lot about that actually. The
Ever
best
written?
comic book you've
Better-
ever. What are you
You think
talking
it's better
about?
than
No.
the Oath? You think it's better
That was
than
it.
the Oath?
That was what we
Hyperb.
like to
It's
call
hyperb.
What is it that
hyperbole.
disturbs you, Harper? What is it that disturbs you?
Secret Wars.
It's
Is
pretty
Fall
much every
Sunrise gonna
time
be in
JD
trade
threatens
soon?
to beat me up for no reason. That disturbs me greatly.
Do you know Harper if Fall Sunrise is going to
Sure.
be in trade soon?
It'll have to
Look it
be. Actually, yeah, Tradmore.
Fall
Yep.
Sunrise.
No, he said
Okay.
no. He said it's
Aw,
not. It's the
man.
only Marvel book that's never going to be in trade.
It comes
It
out in
says
trade
August 1st.
August
That's
1st.
oh my god, that's so long away. What the fuck?
That is just read it on Marvel Unlimited. Anyway,
That's
but
when
it's
you want to
Meg.
have physical, I think.
Yeah, I want to have that physical. I have
maybe,
because
may-
Silver Surfer Black as well. I just want to. I like Tread more.
I'll
Anyway.
I'll get physical with you, JD. That
Let's
could mean a
get
lot of things.
physical,
It's
physical.
it's a fucking good, but like I said to you guys in the chat, it is the illusion of like a complex story because it's like it's fancily written.
It's all
very-
prosaic and whatnot, right?
yeah, and it's poetic and shit. But like, the story,
Pontifications.
Michael
the
Caine
story
would love
itself
it.
is the story
You
itself.
give Michael
is-
Caine to
is
read it like an audio book. That'd be fucking. That'd be sick.
Doctor Strange for Sunrise, page 1.
I was pontificating about the bloody
Page 1,
no.
panel 1.
Page 1, panel 1. Doctor Strange looks really weird. Page 2, panel 1. Doctor Strange also looks pretty
Just have
weird.
to describe this too. I think it's just Doctor Strange. I'm not sure.
I think I'm not entirely sure what's happening
He's a
on
bit
this
of a
page.
strange fellow.
But
All
need
those
no
push-ups.
destination beyond
Bursts of
death.
yellow
Just
and
this
red.
life. I want beauty. I want to love and be loved. Is that
That's
not
lit-
universal? Here and now, may we simply exist.
God.
But yeah,
sounds really good though.
But the story is like big god lady is like, hey, Doctor Strange, I'm from this very crazy dimension. Can you give birth to my child? And Doctor Strange is like, sure. What are the
Yeah.
consequences? And she goes, okay, no matter what, successful or not, you will die. And Doctor Strange is like, great, all right, let's do it. And so
It's going to take more than
he's the-
killing me to kill me this time. Right? Says that.
that was no, I like what you, yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
That's the best line in that movie, I think.
Yeah, you think so? No, do pizza balls.
The red light,
You like
we
that
go
one?
on red. yeah,
Yeah.
no, sorry.
This
sorry.
universe sucks. That's a good.
So he goes to this crazy place called Paloma, whatever. I don't know. It's some
It's like her Anna
God-
de Armas in that Bond movie, Paloma.
exactly the reference I was gonna make.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
No
what I was
Time to
gonna say.
Die, Paloma.
That's a good movie. God, he
It
blows
is.
up so bad.
I've
Yeah.
only seen Casino Royale. Don't spoil.
Really?
I just watched it yesterday.
I saw it on his letterbox. He did
Yesterday?
Just watch it.
What?
2 days ago?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Wow,
the first
you-
Bond
best
movie
one.
I've ever seen in my life.
You're
Oh my
in
God,
for it.
What?
Casino Royale and then
Quantum is
and then
dog, bro.
Skyfall and
Quantum
then
is
Spectre.
dog shit. Just imagine the biggest nerd you could ever see, and that's the Bond villain.
Oh my god, JD, you gave it 4 stars. That's your favorite movie.
Dude, Casino Royale fucks. That movie's
Casino
good.
Royale fucks.
That movie's
the cock and
amazing.
ball torture was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't like that one?
I got an itch to the right. Oh, what if Michael Caine played Bond? I got
You
an
That would
itch
have
to
been
the
like,
right.
but that would have been
And
like
me
literally
testicles.
90 years ago.
I can't feel me nuts. sir.
Quantum is shit. Skyfall's good. Spectre is shit. No Time to Die is good. There you go.
I just
Don't
want to
you-
know what book Harper read.
Oh,
I
right.
did
So,
too,
so anyway,
yeah.
Doctor Strange, right? He goes to this mystical place. He teams up with some people. There's a big demon that's destroying everything. There's a giant monster that shits out lava, and they go through its digestive tract. It's a wacky, weird book, but in the end, it just sort of is like an allegory for I mean, it's kind of an allegory for like the Catholic Church and control and abuse and stuff like that, but it's also just about the human condition and about life and about
Human
living
condition.
and about
Will
you know,
Hunter understand it though when he reads it?
fuck no. There are so many times where I came up on a word I went, Hunter won't understand that. Like,
That just means
genuinely.
you don't understand.
The word
No.
was doctor.
Harper,
No,
remember
the-
we
the-
live
it was
mine.
genuine- There was a sentence that I sent to the chat, and I was like, he will not know like 4 of these words because they're not words that you would use in like daily talk when you're talking
Yeah,
about
the words
Sonic
weren't
or
Sonic
Breath
the
of the
Hedgehog
Wild.
smashes that like button.
Improv. You should
That's what
take
he says a
improv
lot.
classes.
The hedgehog smashes the like button.
That was the first thing you thought of.
Yeah.
But okay, so you've been hyping this indie book.
Yeah,
indie book.
And we
What
tried to
was
guess it, and you said that we haven't guessed right, even though I'm pretty sure we did.
We guessed Hellboy, Scott
You-
Pilgrim.
you-
We guessed
literally
Saga.
none of you
Saga.
Literally none of you
Like
said
truth
it.
be told, nobody guessed it.
Nobody guessed it. No.
Is it written by
Now-
Robert Kirkman?
No, I'm gonna say what it's called. If you know who's written this, who the writer of this story is, do not say it because I want the people who don't know to guess it. I'm gonna have to say the name of this book in an American accent because if I say it in Australian one, it doesn't sound right. I've been reading by beautiful Boom Studios, Berserker.
Oh,
if you say
yeah.
Australian
That's,
accent,
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves.
Reeves. Yeah.
Keanu
it's Keanu Reeves.
Because you
Yeah, that's the
fucking read,
only-
because you watch John Wick and
only-
you're like, I want to consume everything
No,
Keanu Reeves.
Not even that. Not even that. I was.
Not
I
even
think
that.
I was
Not even
just on,
that. It was a
like-
pure
I'll be-
coincidence. I was holding my
I think
hot
I
toy
was-
as I read it.
No, I think I was on like. Oh, I hate to. I think I was like looking on Get Comics to see like what comics had come out that week, and I saw like a compilation, and I went Berserker, and I saw Keanu Reeves. I went, I have to read it now. I have to read it.
You hadn't
and
heard
it's
of it?
fine. It's fine. No, I'd heard of it
Getting a
before. I didn't
movie.
know it was. I didn't know it was Keanu Reeves. I had no
It's
idea it was
fine.
Keanu Reeves.
Wait,
It's
what?
fine.
So what
It's
is it
okay.
about though? I've always heard
The
about it.
story
What
is
it
about it's about a newt or a newte, which is a dude born by fucking like lightning god powers 80,000 years ago. He's immortal and he lives
Drawn by
throughout all
Ron
the
Garney.
generations. And eventually he is swept up by the United States government and he's sent on missions to be, you know, a
Holy
soldier that
shit.
is indestructible. What?
Is this true? This is
What?
this issue 1 sold over 615,000 copies, making it the single best-selling single
Yeah, that
issue
was me.
since Star Wars #1.
They had 70 different variants, and like some of the variants were like you had to buy like 1,000 copies to get a 1,000 to 1 ratio variant. So you got to buy 1,000 regular copies to get the one variant. So
Mhm.
shops
But-
were buying it. So there's probably like a million Berserkers out there that
Oh,
no
I
one's
see.
fucking read.
But
Yeah,
also,
that's
it was
so
also
weird.
announced before the issue 1 came out that they were going to make a movie off of it. So people were trying to get
No,
that
they
to get
did. That's not true. That's
Yeah,
not
I
true.
actually think he might
No,
be
that
right.
is
I
true.
actually-
It's a Netflix movie, but it was not announced before it came out.
I thought it was.
I
I'm pretty
think
sure
Hunter
it
might
was.
be right on this one because I remember
No.
that when it came out in my shop.
Nev's
I
good
remember
takes
that
did
too.
No,
not
it
say
looks
that.
like it was like 2 weeks or
I'm
3
scared.
weeks
I'm
after
scared to
they
do it.
announced it.
I'm scared to do it. But I think I
Ah.
might
No,
take Hunter's
it
side on
was
this one.
it was they announced the movie like 3 weeks after the episode. The issue, motherfucker, the issue came out. I'm
Suck
so
my
annoyed.
nuts, Hunter Murray.
Lizzo hot
Suck
toy.
it.
Lizzo hot toy.
Full of shit.
Jack Black is the
Lizzo hot toy,
Mandalorian.
Lizzo hot toy.
Jack Black's in the Mandalorian.
I like Ron
Mandalorian
Garney.
season 3 sucks.
Is the
Um,
is the art good? Ron Garney's a good artist.
It's all right. I mean,
like a
it's good for what
sketchy
it is.
style,
Like I
right?
said to you, sorry.
It's like a sketchy style. Like it's kind of
Shut up.
messy, but like it's
So
purposely
like
messy.
it's good for what it
I
is.
don't think that's
it's
not how Ron Garney draws now.
it's a short book. It is sketchy. He's right. I have to give him that.
Oh,
I've seen pics of the book. Yeah.
That's the Dan Morrow
Good
1
lord.
in 200 ratio variant. So you got to buy
Ooh.
200 copies to get this cover.
You know what's crazy
That's
is
really
that in
good.
that first issue, he looks like Keanu Reeves, and then he doesn't really look like Keanu Reeves for most of it because he just gets like his skin blown off and his hair singed and shit. So blah blah blah. Anyway, the US government is trying to do experiments on him to like clone him and figure out what makes him immortal while he's being a soldier. But what he gets out of it is that they can figure out a way to make him mortal so that he can finally die. As he says, not that he wants to really die, but he's also kind of sick of living. Very relatable for all of us in this generation. So that's
The
good.
dude that wrote
one
the
in
Batman
1,000
movie.
variant. 1,000 copies to get this fucking cover. It makes no sense to me.
It is a nice cover.
It'd be crazy if I could actually talk about the fucking book.
Go on.
Lizzo was
Listen,
Daniel
Jack
Lizzo
Black.
was-
Jack Black was literally in. Jack Black is canon to Star Wars.
So the problem with this book, right, is the first issue. It's a newt or a nute or whatever his name is. I never cared to like Google the pronunciation. Right, Hunter, thanks for that. It's after the first issue where he goes on like the first mission. It's like 4 issues of backstory set like 79,000 years ago, and I think Tyler, you'll like it like this. It's written like a Tom King book where it very much feels like it's a 12 issue, maxi series. And,
I'm not gonna read this.
yeah, and that I think that's fair because you guys do not care about spoilers, right?
You can
Oh.
spoil.
The his mum recreates the incident that created him like 80,000 years ago, and the gods give her an idol of a bird, and it's the only thing that can kill him. And they get it at the end of the book, and he gets stabbed and he's mortal. And then the scientist lady that was working with him gets electricity powers and then gets pregnant with his kids because of electricity powers. And then they settle down for a few years, and then a helicopter shows up and he jumps into the helicopter with a grenade and blows up. And it's like, oh, he's finally going to die. And then the end of the book is him being regenerated on some alien planet. And he's like, yeah, I'm alive, but it might take a while for me to get back. There are multiple moments where someone asks him something and all he says is, yeah. And I'm like, oh, this was Keanu. Yeah. It's fine. It's like every, like Dragon Ball Z, like a thing will happen and you're like, okay, so the lightning did a thing and now like Cell has turned into a big alien.
Yeah, Cell
it's
just
got a
swallowed a person and now he's stronger.
Yeah, and like the energy exploded from him and now he's got 20 arms. It's like that,
Because
where it just
that's-
makes no sense.
Cell just like he takes other people's energy. So
I was just fine, Freezer. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying that like it's just one of those nonsensical like the energy did this. Like the lady gets zapped with his lightning powers, and then she has like different lightning
sounds
powers.
like Superman Red and Blue to me.
It's so
Energy powers.
it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but the art's cool. So like
so if you were to rate it a 10? 10?
6.
6.
It's
Okay.
fine. It's all right.
You rate
It's all
every
right.
comic book a 10, so that's
That's
bad.
true.
This
I
might be
do
the
think
top
Crisis
5
issue-
Keanu Reeves story.
It's your least favorite
ma-
comic.
Isn't he
I
gonna
don't know.
write more comic books though? Is that a thing? He's gonna
There's
do?
no fucking way they
No,
will not
what
write another
was
issue
this,
of
though? This was like a
Berserk.
passion project.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. The way
Keanu
he
Reeves-
talks about it in interviews, he has such reverence for it, which I respect. It's not like it doesn't feel like a hollow.
He didn't like just do it
endeavor.
for money. Like
Yeah, like in the
He is
second to last
passionate,
issue,
yeah.
there's like a back and forth between him and the other co-writer, Matt Kint or something.
Yeah, I recognize this guy. I think.
And
he
they
wrote-
have like
he
a
wrote some
little back and
Right.
forth. He seems quite passionate about it. It's just
Valiant
you could definitely follow up this story with a story that's better than this story. That makes sense.
I'm trying to look
Mhm.
at what Matt Kint has wrote.
just does-
because I recognize him.
It almost does too much. Like it wants to tell like a big epic saga, but it's only 12 issues, so it feels like there's no breathing room for anything. Like the You know, like JD, you was just showing that page where it's him in the tactical gear with like a gun and shit.
Ninja.
That's like one issue. He only does that once, and it's the start of the first
dang.
issue. You never see him really as like a soldier doing these missions. And even when
Dang.
you do, he lands on the ground and will just pick someone's head up and just rip them to pieces. And it's like, oh, okay, well, it's like, there's no tactical like soldier shit
Yeah.
about it. He's just evil Superman. Not evil. He's anti-hero Superman. It's like, okay,
Red Hood Superman.
he's Red Hood Superman.
Punisher Superman.
So Harper, now that you're legally back to reading comics, what's next?
Invincible. Invincible.
Invincible.
Invincible.
No.
Invincible.
Robert Kirkman.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Tyler will never finish it.
Wow. That
I'll never
bookmark
finish
has
it, no.
been in that same spot for 4 months. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do Zdarsky, Daredevil, and then Flash. Oh, I gotta
And
read
then
World's
Invincible.
fucking Finest. Fuck.
And then Invincible.
Mhm.
Invincible.
Fuck. I don't
You know,
think
don't read Invincible. I'm gonna say don't read Invincible.
Dude,
I'm not
the
gonna.
way,
I don't think
the
I'm
way
gonna.
you felt with The Walking Dead
Get
is how you
to
would
it.
feel with Invincible.
Yeah, but I didn't fucking start reading Invincible when I was like
I
3
started
years
when I was a
old.
13-year-old boy.
That's what I mean.
When
That's what I
had a
mean. I don't have the
when I had a
nostalgia for it.
tangerine
cunt.
that was the shape of a zombie.
A tangerine the size of a zombie.
Read Invincible. It'll change your life and your perspective on others'
Master
lives.
Harper. Master Harper. There's too many of them. What are we going to do?
Hunter, I have a question for you.
Mm,
How's Hellboy?
it's pretty good. I like it.
It's pretty good.
I'm
No, I don't know why I made fun of
14
you, but-
issues in right now.
See, okay, here's what I've always thought about Hellboy is the first trade is like impossible to read. It's really hard to read through, I think. It's
Okay,
just
it's not
because-
just me.
this
I'm
is what
glad. I'm glad you
yeah,
say that.
This is
'cause
what I've heard though. This is what I've
it's
heard about
so
Hellboy
much
is that trade
history.
1 is co-written by John Byrne. So it's there's all
Yeah.
these words and then he drops off by trade 2 and then the rest of it is Mike Mignola just straight through right and
This
artist, right?
omnibuses, do you know, or is this just like the regular trade paperbacks?
What did you say?
Is this like the omnibuses?
No, that's the number. It's the first trade, Seed of Destruction. That's
Okay,
got John
yeah,
Byrne on
it does
and
get
then
a
number
lot
2,
better. So Seed of Destruction's so long.
slow. Yeah, no,
it's
is.
4 issues, but it's so long because you go over Hellboy's origin and how like Nazis created him, and then Hellboy's just like, I was
You never
supposed to
seen the
work for
movie?
Hitler and stuff like that. No, I haven't actually.
That's crazy. I feel like you would like that movie.
I'm gonna check it out
I
when
don't
I'm
really
done.
like that movie. Like, I think that movie should be better. But
What
I
movie?
think you
What
would
movie?
Hellboy.
Hellboy with Ron Perlman.
Oh,
2004.
first
The
Hellboy's good.
Guillermo one.
Actually,
I
no,
think it's
both of those
alright,
movies are good.
but I think
Yeah.
you'd like it.
Yeah,
I
I'll
want
check
to
it out
get
when
more.
I'm done.
I do definitely want to get more into Hellboy. I'm trying to
He
find
is
out what
trying.
to read. I can't figure out what to read because everyone's reading something, and I don't know
Try
what the fuck
Hellboy.
to read. And I'm
Do
not going to
Hellboy.
read Invincible. I'm
Hellboy.
not going to do Invincible. Hellboy, yeah, maybe.
After
think
Siege
I
Destruction,
want
like
to
it's
do-
long, but it's short.
Like
too,
next
'cause-
month, I said I was going to do the Flash, and I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to try to go from Wade until just I guess until Barry takes back over. That's what I'm going to try to do. Right?
You can do 62 through 225.
I want to try to do that. Why? Sure.
I mean, it's a lot.
But I need something to read this month, and I'm thinking,
Oh, boy.
and I always need to be convinced on something to read. But I was looking at Sandman, and it's all on the app. Is that worth it to read? Do you think, JD?
It's a great series. I think it's one of those series that you have to read. I don't know if it'll hook you and like.
I read the first 6, I think. Maybe
I would say the first arc is probably the weakest. Like until issue 8.
That's what I
until
read.
Death shows
It's like
up.
Hellboy.
Like it's okay.
no. I think I read until. Oh God, what are the other ones? Is it Destiny? Maybe Destiny or something like
Yeah.
that shows up.
yeah,
There's a blue
Death,
one.
Yeah, Death shows up in issue 8. That was like the first of the endless to show up.
I think there was a different one that I remember that I just didn't. That was the issue I stopped. But yeah, anyway, I think I need to read that. But every time I get on the DC Universe app, I just always end up reading something Batman, and I need to like find a way to stop
yourself.
that.
Wait, it's
Yeah,
all
I just don't know
Batman?
how to do it.
It's like a bad
It's
habit.
literally all I can find on that app is Batman somehow. I'm like, well, I mean, I could just read another Batman story and
Well, if
but yeah.
like I do recommend, like Hellboy is basically the Thing, but he's like from hell. That's
I
what
know
I've
who-
gotten.
I mean,
from
I
it so
know
far.
who Hellboy
Thought
is.
you meant John Carpenter's.
I've watched Hellboy and I've like read Hellboy somewhat, but
Why did
So I-
Lizzo say
But like,
Among Us?
it's also like I gasped at that.
She emphasizes it too. She's like, "You're always welcome among us." Like, why?
But like for Hellboy, like it seems very like well written in the storyline. Like he says, he writes a letter and he's basically like, do you ever dream? I've been having these dreams lately and I feel like they mean something, but it's really well written. But it's also, you have like Hellboy's words in there every so often. So he says this whole like philosophy on what dreams mean. He's like, but I don't know, I'm just some idiot that's having dreams. Maybe it means nothing. Like it sounds like he's
That is very Ben
Rocky
Grimm.
at times. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like I picture he has
he's
Rocky
got that big
Balboa's
red
voice.
fist. I'll knock you out with my big red hands.
And even when he talks
That's what
about
he
his
says.
big red fist, he's just like, I have no idea what this is, but it ain't hurt me, so it's not gonna hurt you. He's funny.
He's also
I
got
like
that
him.
trench coat like Ben Grimm sometimes has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a scene where he wears the trench coat and he's at like this crime scene. Detective's like, what's with the coat? He's like, you don't like it? I thought it looked pretty good on me.
I think I was only going to read Hellboy though because I did read Gotham by Gaslight, and that's Mike
Yeah.
Mignola. But then
Mhm.
I'm also like, should I just reread Triumph and Torment? But then I'm like, I'm just rereading the same fucking shit. Like,
Listen, Tyler. It's April 6th. You got to commit to something for April.
I know.
You know,
I
Triumph and
know.
Torment.
Yeah, is that not Mike Mignola?
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
gotta
book's
be
not
did you
good,
not know
though.
that?
But that book's
Triumph and
not
Torment's
good.
fun. Not good. I like Triumph and Torment.
It's in my Marvel Unlimited library. I
We're
will read
talking.
it.
We must be talking about different things because
Doom
you
and
thought
Strange.
You agreed with me that it was mid.
I
this
never would have
conversation
done
like
this.
2 years
Maybe I don't
ago.
know. Well,
We
2
had this
years ago,
conversation. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You were
Well,
like, yeah, it is pretty
I
mid.
don't
And I was
think
like,
that
yeah, it's
now.
not that good. Oh, interesting. Well, it's not great.
Man, maybe I won't reread it then.
It's
Shit.
not very good.
But yeah, I think maybe either Hellboy or Sandman. I need to be convinced.
Sandman
maybe the
is
people can
75
convince me.
issues all said and done. So
Or should I
God.
read Power Rangers by Boom Studios?
is that
Read
Dan Moore on art?
Berserker.
Dan Moore did the covers, I think. He
Oh.
didn't do the actual. Oh, I could read Berserker. There's so many good comic books I can read that I just will not.
Yeah, like Invincible.
You could
No.
read the John Wick tie-in comic that took 3
Mhm.
years
I
to
did
release.
read that this. I reread that this week. It's silly. It's silly. It's like there's a crazy cowboy lady that is like shooting a rocket launcher around Mexico. I'm like, the movies didn't get to this scale. Like it's so silly.
Damn.
I'll read
And
it
that's,
from 1959. It's
I
great.
guess that's a huge story.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's your
No,
favorite?
before-
What's your favorite Spider-Man that's gonna be in Spider-Verse? To end
Miles?
the episode.
Ben Riley.
No, we should come up with a theme song for a hero story, and we can cut it together and put it at the start of every episode. We'll do it right
I was
now.
thinking,
do it live.
all the podcasts I listen to have like an intro, except for
Yeah, we need a
ours.
theme song. Someone could send in a theme song.
We
got
need like
some-
a
musically
7
gifted
second
people.
intro.
Yeah,
you know?
7 second. Yeah, maybe a few words and
Maybe
a
a
hero
hero
story.
like it flies by, goes in the middle, and flies away.
A hero story, cunts. And then like we're into the episode.
Yeah, there we go. That's it.
A hero story.
Wait,
is
wait,
rough.
I've got it. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Why don't we just use the Book of Boba Fett theme song?
Ha!
Dun, 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 dun.
Hero story. There we go.
Oh no, but Book of Boba Fett crossed over with Mandalorian, and Mandalorian has Jack
Mhm.
Black and Lizzo. So
Oh, I just took a
Doo-doo.
DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% hero story, baby. Let's
I gotta
go.
go.
Yes, that's it right there.